Hey gang, how you doing? Your old buddy Rod, Dr. Silver Age with you, hanging out today. Just thought I'd do another little live stream and got a few things to show. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. So we'll see how it goes. So let's see here. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff. Been doing some bagging and boarding. In fact, I wanted to finish that, but oh, let's see. Okay, one, two. I needed two of these, and I got three. And I only need two. So, hey, Higgy Pop. How you doing today? Good morning. Well, good afternoon. I forget. It's afternoon. How's things going? Just just figured I'd do a little. I got a little unboxing, one comic to do, and picked up some new comics. So I figured I'd show those as well, and then if anybody wanted to hang around, I'd show some more comics. I got some stuff here to show, and I got some stacks back there that I've been bagging and boarding. So let's see, a stack of war comics, a stack of uh, Western comics, and then some JSA stuff. So how's everybody's afternoon going? Hello there, Easy Comic Reader. Welcome aboard. Great to have you here. Let's see. All good. Doing the same bagging boarding. There you go. There you go. Finally, we had some decent weather up here. It was like 75, 78, something like that. We've been freezing up here with rainy, cold, raw temperatures around like 50, 40 to 50. So today was the first day that it was like, hey, let's open up the windows in the house, let some warm air in, so it was nice. So, but still, you get down here in the basement, I gotta put on a hoodie here because it's a little cold down here. It's always chillier down here. I feel like I'm doing a Captain Strange life. I got a little hot mug of hot cocoa going in my little. It's my little Western. It's my Western mug. So, but so yeah. So that's what we're doing. So I'll show a few things, and I gotta, you probably saw the title where it says, in cheese popcorn. What the devil is he talking about cheese popcorn? Man, I love cheese popcorn. Have ever since I was a kid, but you don't find it too often, and up here, and most of the time when you find it, it's not that great. But man, the other day, me and my wife went grocery shopping, and I said, "Yeah, that's something new. Let's pick that up and try that out." So I took it home. Man, best cheese popcorn I've ever had. And I'm gonna give them a free plug. I don't know if it's sold where you guys all live, but it's Paulo popcorn, premium cheddar cheese popcorn. Oh man, it's so good. Oh, there's just yum 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 yum. I love it. So I wanted to get back to the store. Couldn't get back there fast enough to buy some more. Sent my wife, she couldn't find any more. My daughter stopped to try and buy some for me. She said she couldn't find it. I went there today, and it was like, holy mackerel, it's all gone. I mean, they had tons of it there, like Friday, I think it was. They had tons of it, all kinds of displays and everything, and it was all gone. I asked these two guys, I said, hey, I had a picture. I took a picture of it, the label. I said, you guys have any more of this? And they were like, if we do, it would be in aisle 8. Well, I went to aisle 8 and it wasn't there, but I found like 10 bags left in this little cubby hole thing. So I grabbed like 4 bags of them and headed out. I just love it, love it, love it. So, hey, we got Dr. Von Chilla stopping in here. How you doing, John? Great to see you. And let's see, he says, hello, Dr. Von Chilla. Yes, sir, Rebub. Man, sunny and 92 down here in South Texas. Oh man, oh, I'd love to have 92, man. 92. Oh, that heat would just do numbers for the arthritis in the shoulders, you know. So that would be awesome. Let's see. Dr. Von Chilla says, howdy all. Got a little time before I start supper. Simple sausage and eggs with garlic and Parmesan roasted asparagus. Whoa. All right. I was just telling, you probably came in, but I was just telling him, best cheese popcorn I ever found. I love cheese popcorn. And the other good thing about this stuff is it doesn't get all over your fingers, like with like cheesy powder and stuff like that. Especially so, if you're handling your comic books, man, you don't want to get that stuff on there, get stained out, So, and Mastodon, hey, great to have you here. Thank you for stopping in, man. Just hanging out, nothing special. Dr. Monchilla says, howdy easy, or comic Rita and Mastodon and music, comics and music. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'll show you a couple of things here. Charlton Spotlight. I was looking through one of my long boxes there, and this was tucked into the side. And I'm like, oh man, can't remember the last time I saw this, So I'd like to get some more of these because these were pretty good. They show you, do little articles and stuff on some of the stuff that was done by Charlton. It's really neat. It really is. When I was a kid, we didn't see Charlton comics too often. It was pretty much the big two, DC and Marvel. When we went to the grocery store, in fact, it was in the same store that I went and bought that popcorn today. They had a spinner rack of Gold Key, and that was the only place I saw Gold Key. Didn't see any Harvey, didn't see any Archie. So I mean, we were very limited. If you went to other like neighborhood stores, they would eat, like one neighborhood store might have a bunch of Archies. That would be primarily what they got. Another one might have a bunch of Harveys and stuff like that. But you didn't get to go to those neighborhood stores too often, So, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Charlton Spotlight. I don't know how many issues. This is number 4, it says. But I mean, it's just, I got this one because I like the character Thunderbolt, Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I like that. Very simple character, just really nice. I really like it. So I really didn't appreciate Charlton until I stopped up at one of my I think it was an uncle's house or something up in Sanford, Maine, and there beside they had a rocking chair. Beside the rocking chair was a wicker basket. Inside the wicker basket was a bunch of comics and torch array lamp. So it was obviously their reading station, But I looked in there and I discovered Blue Beetle, the Ted Cord Blue Beetle from Charlton. That's how I found out about that. And I'm like, oh, that was pretty cool. I read that comic cover to cover. I think it was number 3, if I'm not mistaken, So, but it wasn't until probably the early 80s when I started going to when they started having conventions around here, little cons, and stuff like that, where I would go, and anytime I came across the Charlton, man, I picked it up. And back then, you could get the Charltons for like, I don't know, a buck. I picked up a bunch of Captain Adams at a convention in the mid to early 80s, and I think I paid like $2 a piece for them. In fact, I think some of them might even still have the they're still in the plastic that I bought them in, and I have the sticker that says it's $2. So I bought all those Charltons, and the more I discovered, Captain Atom, and then Thunderbolt, and then Hercules, a bunch of them, and I discovered those, and whenever I came across them, man, pick them up, Son of Vulcan, all that stuff. Great stuff. So I was very, very lucky to pick them up, but I was always fascinated by new heroes, new teams, new heroes, and stuff like that you didn't get to see on your own, in your own realm of wherever you bought your books. And like I said, we didn't see much more than DC and Marvel. So, but this is a really cool magazine. I don't know how many they had, but I'd like to pick up some more. I'm going to check probably on eBay and see if I can find some more of these, because these are really, really interesting. And it's pretty thick, man, for the magazine. It's pretty thick, and it's just got a lot of cool stuff in it, just a lot of the artwork, it's just great stuff. So yeah, I was a Charlton snob for a while, absolutely. But and this is another Charlton thing, the Charlton Bullseye. And I'm not sure how many issues of this there were. I don't think there were too many. But this one here was the question, and I wanted to pick that one up. That's pretty cool. Let's open that up and see what we can see inside here. Is the back cover, which, if I'm not mistaken, that might be John Byrne. Who is that? I can't read it. It looks like it says somebody Adams. I know it's not. I don't think that's Neil Adams, but it could be. You know what? It is. That is Neil Adams. Wow. I did not know that. Neil Adams. So, got a big centerfold. Going on. So, what else we got in here? Great picture. Very cool. So, all kinds of neat stuff, Here they go. Charlton News. Going to tell you about what's going on, what they're putting out at this time. And this was, when did this come out? Let's see. I'm looking, but I don't see a. Wait a minute. Right here. What does it say? 1976. Looks like 1976. Wow, by Charlton Publications. There you go. 1976 right there. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's a subscription ad on the back cover. Pretty cool. So, but yeah, just a couple of neat things. Let's see what's going on here in our Rogues Gallery. Let's see here. Dr. Montilla saying hi. Higgy Pop saying hey there. And Higgy Pop right back at you. He said, I was diving into your channel today. Excellent content, bud. Keep it up. Absolutely. If you haven't checked out Higgy Pop Comics, definitely check him out. A lot of fun, man. I laugh every time I watch his videos. Great stuff. Very entertaining. Very knowledgeable. Thanks so much, Dr. Bonchilla. I'm a big fan, as are we all. Oh, Lady M. Maranya, how are you? Great to have you stop by. Just hanging out. Hey there, Rod. All of the Silver Age fans in the audience today. Yes, sir, Rebob. We're having a just just an impromptu thing. Just figured I had nothing going on, and I said, well, let's go down cellar and see what we can do. So we got Easy Comic Reader saying we always found Charlton comics in the box full when hitting the weekend garage sales back in the 70s, 80s. Loved them. Yeah, yeah. I very rarely saw them. Is pretty wild now when you think back on it. Dr. Montilla says Dad turned me on to the Phantom when I was a kid, and Pat Boyette's Charlton run circa 1973 was where I landed. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to collect the Jim Aparo section of that run by Charlton because I just love Aparo's work, and I definitely want to try and get all of his issues that he drew of the Phantom. So absolutely. Higa Bob says Peter Cannon, Thunderbolt by Charlton, fun to hunt for. Yeah, they had some great covers too. There's one cover that should be a poster, where it shows him standing there and it's got a cool background and he's just in this action pose, and it's just way cool, wicked cool, man. Mastodon says, "Good to see you, Rod. Got to take off." Later, everyone. Thanks for stopping by and taking some time to spend with us here. Thank you very much, Mastodon. Take care now. Dr. Montilla says, "Howdy, Maranya." And see you later, Mastodon. And Maranya says, "Dr. Montilla, your dinner is going to put my shaken baked chicken, mashed potatoes, and stovetop stuffing dinner to shame." Well, I can show you. I was bragging about this at the beginning when I first came on. Any of you that like cheese popcorn, I love cheese popcorn. Right there, that is the best cheese popcorn I've ever had in my life, and I just discovered it about 3 or 4 days ago. So this right here is my supper. I got this. I got a chocolate cookie. I got a mug full of hot cocoa to keep my hands warm. Down here, there's like a hand warmer more than a beverage to drink, I think. So, hey, Captain UK, hey, welcome. Great to see ya. Jackson Roykirk, come on in. How you doing? Just hanging out here. Afternoon, folks. That's what we say. Afternoon, folks. Maranya says, "Jackson, you're following me again." Dr. Manchilla, your supper sounds great, Maranya. We do low carb around here because of my diabetes, but I could launch myself into some mashed potatoes and stuffing. LOL. I can relate, Dr. Manchilla. I'm diabetic myself, but every once in a while I'll treat myself to, something like this when you come across it. But try to be good. It's all you can do. Howdy, Jackson, he says. Jackson says, "Okay, Maranya, I haven't seen you since last night, right? But okay." Maranya says, "You'll be seeing and hearing me later in a couple of readings, Jackson. Sadly, not the thing, but I believe you'll still enjoy them." Awesome. What are you guys reading tonight, Maranya? Do you know? Let me know. Oh, goodness, says Dr. Bunchilla. Goodness gracious. Aparo's Phantom was absolutely incredible. I only discovered it after collecting the Pat Boyette run. There's nothing wrong with Pat Boyette's run either. Absolutely. I'll wind up collecting the whole thing. That's just the way I work. But it start out, yeah, I'm just going to get Jim Aparo, but then I want to get the whole run. So, and Dr. Manchillan saying, "Hello, Captain UK. Captain UK says, Aparo was very underrated for a long time, John. Yes, he was. I mean, he really got his, recognition for Brave and the Bold, for the long run he did on that. Plus, he did some great Aquaman stuff, I believe in Adventure Comics. I think it was that he did it there. I'm trying to think of what else I know of that Aparo did. He did some Spectre, you know, gotta love that when he does the Spectre. Captain UK says, hi, John. By the way, a couple of great videos you put up earlier today. That's right. If you haven't seen Dr. Von Chilla's videos that he posted today, this morning, with some more great eye candy, definitely go check it out. Go check it out. I love your eye candy videos, John. I really do. I like those. Those ones you used to do too about the colored, like the different background, the colored backgrounds. Like we're gonna do orange today, or you're gonna do yellow covers. Those were awesome as well. I really enjoy your videos, man. You know that already. I've told you many times. Let's see. He said, David Farrell, was it? Yes, he was. Whoops. Where am I going? Here we go. Hi, John. By the way, a couple of great. Yeah, okay. I already read that. I'm terrible at reading the chat thing. I try to work to get better. That's all I can do. Maranya says Justice League of America #4 and number 70. I saw 70 on your IG. Yes. Yeah. That's the one with the creeper, right? If I'm not mistaken. Neil Adams cover. Absolutely. Oh, I got to watch that one then. You'll have to tell me what time do you guys go on? Because I want to watch that one. That'll be cool. And it looked like a fun read, and I suggested it to the gang. Yeah. I'd like to see that. And Dr. Manchilla says, thanks, mate. My first exposure to Jim Aparo was in Detective Comics. Oh, yes. Yeah, I forget he did some Batman stuff. To me, he was like a natural progression from Neil Adams. You know, Neil Adams did a ton of work in DC, and then kind of phased out and went and did his own thing. He did some stuff at Marvel, but pretty much went and did his own thing. But I thought Jim Aparo's art was a nice follow up to Neil Adams' work. I really like Jim Aparo stuff. I mean, his stuff on Brave and the Bold with Batman and all the different guest stars. His stuff with, like, when he does like the Creeper or the Spectre or Hawk and Dove or Flash, any of those characters that I really like in DC. To see his version of the stuff it was very, very cool. I really enjoyed it. Excuse me. And let's see. Captain UK. Yes, same for me, John, he says. Gonna drink some water here. I went down the wrong pipe. There we go. Excuse me. And what did I read that one? Dr. Manchilla says, do your thing, Rodney. You're doing great. Well, thank you. You guys are always very patient with me in doing this. And half the trouble is I get so hyped up doing this. I'm so excited to do this. It's so much fun for me. I just love talking with everybody. Everybody's has the stories of growing up. Oh, they didn't have too many people to discuss comics with, blah, blah, blah. And boy, I wish we'd have had YouTube, in like the 70s or 80s. Man, can you imagine the fun we would have had then? Oh my goodness gracious, is right. Dr. Manchilla and Monranya said 8:15. Okay, cool. 8:15 for #4 and 9:30. Good. That'll be perfect. I'll be hanging around. That'll be good. I want to write that down too. Well, I don't have my. There we go. I was going to say, what do you mean I don't have my pad of paper? I got paper. I got paper right here. And what is this thing? Well, that's a broken pen. That's not going to work. So we'll try this one here. We got, what was that? 8:15 for #4. And then 9:30 for number 70. Cool. All right, that is on the schedule. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. I love it. So much great stuff you can see on YouTube. I mean, in this community and stuff, so many people do so many different and cool things. I love it. I mean, it's just wonderful, wonderful stuff, man. Yeah, doctor says Dr. Machilla. That's kind of the way I equated it in my childhood mind, Rodney. Adam into apparel, indeed. Yeah, yeah. I wholeheartedly agree. Captain UK says, yeah, similarities with apparel and Adams and Grell and Adams. Yes, Mike Grell is another one. Does those sleek, I call them swimmer bodies, swimmer uh, physiques, like Neil Adams used to do. Neil Adams was the first one I saw that didn't draw a guy overly muscular, you know. Not that there was anything. I loved all the stuff I seen before Adams, but when I saw Adams, that changed a lot for me. That changed the way I looked at comic art. And I'm like, wow, this is so realistic, you know? And now you take that and now you step forward into today and you got people doing such realistic stuff, almost photorealistic stuff, like Alex Ross. His stuff is just amazing to me to see and to see how he does it. His that Kingdom Come, that's my favorite comic book story, Kingdom Come. I just love the story. I love the artwork and so many little things that he put in there. Little what do they call Easter eggs for us fans? So much cool stuff in there. I must have read that book probably 20 times already, you know, because I have the 3 books, but I have like a couple of the trades. So it's rare that I use a trade to read a story because I have all the single issues. But that's one of the trades that gets a workout every couple of months. All right, what did I? Yeah, similarly, okay, yeah, and good description for that, Rod. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Maranya says Mike Grell's Longbow Hunters for Green Arrow is one of the most artistic books I've ever seen in modern times. The story is also solid. I love the colored pencil drawing panels in it. Very cool. I don't think I have that. I know of it. I've heard of it. I might have it because I can picture some of the at least one of the covers. So I might have that. I'll have to now I have to look in the inventory to find out what box it's in. I don't know how everybody how all of you guys keep track of what you have in your collections. For me, I have a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet that I use. And so when I get new books in, I put them in and plug them in into the thing so I have them so I have a running total of what I've inventoried. And so that's the way sometimes because the old memory, she ain't what she used to be. So sometimes I have to go back. Do I have that one? You know, and sometimes I have books that I don't remember ever buying. And then other times I have books that I thought I bought and then I look and I don't have them. And it's just like, oh my gosh. So all right, Dr. Manchilla says Neil Adams, Batman, and X-Men blew me away when I was a child and still blows me away 50 plus years later. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Neil Adams is my favorite artist, without a doubt. Um, it just gone too long. I had the lucky chance to meet him in 2017 at the Boston Comic-Con. Thanks to my daughter who for a birthday present, she bought me a ticket to go. She also bought me a ticket to get a book signed by Stan Lee, which was an experience too. But so thanks to her, I got to meet Neil Adams. He was so nice. I mean, I used to hear all these stories about, oh, he's, cantankerous or he's a curmudgeon or, blah, blah. I did not see any of that. He was so nice to me and my daughter. It was really great. We got the thing done. He asked me if I wanted him to sign it to personalize it to me, and I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Do you want me to put it, like to Rod?" And I said, "Yeah, put it to Rod." I know a lot of people just want the signature because if you're going to resell it, it might be a little harder if you're going to resell it with your name on it. But I didn't plan on reselling it. and I knew that he didn't like people who just took books, got them signed, and then sold them on eBay based on his signature. I knew he did not like that. Um, but I mean, he was already nice to me and everything like that. But as soon as I said, no, I don't want to, I mean, yeah, sign it, personalize it, man, you thought, I gave him a ton of gold or something. He says, come back here. I got to sit back there, take a picture with him. I got to sit there and talk with him for 5 minutes. Man, well, I was so lucky, you know. Here he is, my favorite artist, and you get to meet your favorite artist. It was just a magic moment for me. It really was. I really enjoyed that. Uh, miss him already. Miss his work. Left us too soon. Too soon. Dr. Manchilla says, I gave up keeping track about 10 years ago. Indeed. The only memory, the old memory ain't what she used to be. Yeah. Yeah, for me, and it seems like it's getting worse some days. Maranya, Lydia, what do you say? You say, Rod, you and I are so much alike with this Excel file, with the Excel files. Yeah, mine's for Iron Man collection. Yeah, black for what I have, green for duplicates. That's what I got to do, though. You're right about the duplicates. I got to do that. And red for missing issues. Sadly, there are a lot of red in the ledger. I can relate because the way I do it is black is what I have. Yeah. If it's red, it'll be in yellow with red lettering. That's ones I need. But I do not have what I do for the green. If I've got something coming from eBay or I'm buying it from someplace, I'll highlight it in green. That tells me, keep an eye open for that one. And then when I go to do it, it's real easy, boom, catches your eye because there's not a lot of green, you know. But I do want to get a better I don't know, grip on my duplicates because I've started to do it. I started to highlight them in orange, highlight the cells in orange. But I really got to go through and do it because I do have a ton of duplicates. Most of the time, it's because of my memory, because I think I have it, or I thought I didn't have it, and then I go and get another copy of it, and there we go. So Jackson Roker says, we'll just call you Natasha from now on, Maranya. Natasha. Dr. Von Chilla says, I have an aversion to Excel. I lived incessantly with it for work for many, many, many years. Yeah, I used it a lot at work too. It was one of my daily tools that I used when working for the cable company. So I can relate to that. In fact, but I found that it helped me. I like things nice and neat. You'd never know it if you look behind me. Don't hold that against me. But I like when it comes to organizing, I like it nice and neat and easy for me to see. So that's how I do it, and that's why I do it. And then the Excel sheet, actually, there was a cable internet website called Comic Book Database. And then about 4 years ago, they decided to stop it. It was free, so you would just go and plug in. It was really cool because they had pictures of the covers of each of the books and stuff like that. Well, when they decided that they were going to go, and I believe they did something where it was now going to cost you money, but they were shutting down that one. They gave all the people that were members the opportunity to have an Excel file of your stuff if you wanted it because they were shutting down the entire page. And I said, sure, I'll take it. And that's what I took. I modified it to fit my needs. But so I had already had everything that I had already put in there. And then so only the last 4 or 5 years, maybe 3, 4 years, I've had to actually do the work, But it was very, very helpful. Captain UK says, I keep thinking I need to catalog the collection. It's the thought that counts. Absolutely. For me, it's fun. I enjoy doing it. I really do. And I find little ways to try and improve it to make it more easy for me. Like now I've added what long box are they in? So now I know, okay, well, beware the creepo. Okay, that's in long box 12, Okay, so if I'm looking for stuff to pull for like the fossil show or even our show, boom, I can go right to it. Of course, putting them back, that's a different story. I have a little trouble with that. All right, Dr. Manchilla says I used to do payroll for 140 plus nurses, all of them taking additional shifts on different units. Excel, PTSD, XL PTSD, very real. LOL. Oh, that's funny. XL PTSD. Maranya says, I use Excel to keep track of my comic books, my various colored pencils, my watercolors, and my drawing papers by color and type. Yeah, you sound like you are very much the same as me. Absolutely. And who's this fella here? I don't recognize that name. Who is this? What are you doing in here? How you doing, Shannon? Great to have you in here, buddy. How's things going? Hey, look, it's that doctor guy again. Yeah, doggone it. He doesn't know when to shut up and leave, right? I hope you're talking about me, right? You're not talking about Dr. Until it says, hit that thumbs up, y'all. Oh, thank you very much, John. I appreciate that. And Shannon. Maranya says, hey there, Shannon. And that Shannon fella says, hey, Maranya. I've heard stories about this Shannon fella. I'm telling you. And he says, saying hi to everybody. And everybody saying hi to Shannon. Dr. Von Chilla says, putting them back. I just shove them in. I just shove them in. LOL. Yeah. Well, that's what if you can't see it right now. Well, hold on a second. Maybe we're going to go on a little road trip down there. There are all kinds of boxes. These are short boxes, but they're too deep, And so if you look, you can see I got tons of stuff hanging out there. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I'm just procrastinating. That's all. Just a big old procrastinator. Jackson Roy Kirk saying, Shannon, Captain UK. Hi, Shannon. How you doing, mate? He says. And saying hi to Easy Comic Reader. Yes, sir, Bob. All right. Well, I'll show the unboxing of the book I got. I got this book as part of the auction. I Love Comics, Engeltine, his auction. I got it a little over a week ago. I'm just looking for something to cut this tape with here. And he had on some really great books, man. He always does. And those of you, if you've never gone to see one of his auctions and stuff, if you get the chance, definitely check him out. I Love Comics. And he usually does the auctions. I think he does them like Monday. I think it's Monday. Maranya, you would know because Maranya takes care of the time issues for them. But I really, really enjoy watching. So most of the time, I'm just hanging out there watching. I don't get into the chat too often and everything because I like to hear the conversation and I don't want to disrupt anything. It's a lot of fun. But they always have what he calls the big dogs, and those are comics that are a little more expensive than some of the other ones, but they're really good books. Well, this book here came up, and as soon as I saw it, I was laying in bed with my wife, and I had the laptop on my chest, and I go, "Oh wow, that's one of the ones I need." I mean, that's one of the ones I need, And she's like, "Well, go ahead." What? Okay, boom, before she had a chance to change her mind. I hit the thing and put in the chat that I was gonna put a bid in on it, and luckily I won that bid. And this is a book that I've wanted for a long time. Shannon will attest to that because I believe Shannon's got this one. And it's yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got this. This is so cool. I'm so excited to have this book. All right, here we go. This is Flash number 137. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. Jay Garrick on there. Got ties with the JSA. Love it. Vandal Savage. There were 3 books that I needed that had to do with like the multiverse and JSA, and this was one of them that I needed for that in that flash run. So this is really, really key, and I want to thank Engeltine and I Love Comics and everybody over there for putting this up, man, and making it affordable for this old geezer right here. Because man, this is a welcomed addition to the old family right here. So very, very cool. Man, that's so nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's wait a minute. It's a blazer. Right, Doctor? Yes, sir, Bob. So that was very cool. Like I said, if you get a chance to check out his auctions, definitely check him out. You can get some real good bargains, you know, really cool. Definitely. All right. Well, over the last week, I went to the comic store and picked up a few things. So, whoops. We'll just take you through. Let's see. The first is this is the second issue of the new Doom Patrol that DC is putting out. And I'm a big Doom Patrol fan. I love the original Doom Patrol, the Silver Age Doom Patrol. You know, so it's nice to see Robot Man, Negative Man, Elastigirl. I mean, very cool stuff. And it's also got, look, guest starring Peacemaker. Now, is this the buffoon Peacemaker or the serious Peacemaker? And what is going on with this girl's head? Holy moly. Woo. I haven't read any of these yet. So, but I'm interested in seeing what they do with it. So, if you're interested in the Doom Patrol, definitely check it out. Number 2. This one I picked up. This one, for those of you who've been, subscribers of mine or watch my videos for any length of time, I do. I love Go-Go Checks by DC when they put them on late 66 through 67 and early 68. So I'm trying to collect an issue of every issue. What am I trying to say here? I'm trying to collect every issue that has Go-Go Checks on it through those years. And this one here is one that I know I will never be able to probably afford an original copy. So this is a facsimile. And it's probably as close as I'll get to the original. But worst comes to worst, I'll have to fudge it and say, yep, there we go. I got it. And I'll count it. But I think there was 537. It's either 537 or 539 issues that had Go-Go Checks on it in those mid 60 years. And I think I need less than 70 now. I think I'm down to like 64 that I need. And most of them are the romance comics, which are extremely hard to find. And when you do find them, the ones with Go-Go Checks, they want big money for, so it's like, just makes it tough, just makes it tougher. So, but we're going to go as far as we can go with that quest. Here's another series that looks awesome, and I'm collecting them, and I haven't read yet. I just I don't make time to read. That's my problem, really. There's just so much. You would think semi-retired right now, you'd think I'd have all the time in the world, but no, I don't. There's always something going on, doctor visits or whatever. This is the Avengers War Across Time, number 5. Very, very cool. This is like, this is like my Avengers type of thing. It's my Avengers. It's got all the cool guys that I remember as Avengers. Nowadays, I don't know who they got for Avengers. There's so many Avenger books that I don't even know. So, but this one, this is one that is good. The artwork. I love the artwork. It's very smooth. I like smooth artwork. I'm not one for like the sketchy stuff, um, or the cartoony stuff, but I like the smooth lines. George Perez. Love George Perez. This is great stuff. Geez, for a second I glanced down here at that. I thought that was the Flash. Holy mackerel! That would have been interesting. But it's really good. It's really good. As far as the artwork, I haven't, like I said, I haven't read the story yet. But from what I hear, people's opinions that I respect, like Eric Breen and Shannon, they all recommend this, and so I've been picking them up. And sooner or later, I'm going to find a half hour, an hour or so, and be able to read them. So, all right, in this one here, they don't need to twist my arm, make me pick this one up. I'll tell you that. Joe Fixit, number 5. Love the Joe Fixit character. Always been a big Hulk fan. Hulk was my guy, my Marvel guy from the beginning when I started. And my DC guy was the Flash. Those were my 2 top guys. After that, it was the Avengers in Marvel and the JLA in DC. But Joe Fixit, love Joe Fixit. This has been good. I have read this. This story has been very entertaining, very well done. And the artwork follows suit. Very cool. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. And I know it's hard in today's comic landscape to find things that, folks who are my age or around it, would enjoy. Not into some of the stuff that they've done, so it's hard to find stuff that we like. And but it seems like there's more of the stuff that I enjoy anyway, coming out. So it's like, maybe hopefully this is a nice trend to the future or whatever. And here, of course, is another series that I have to pick up. This is Hulk, number 14. So this has been very good. Not quite as good as the Immortal Hulk, but it's still been very good, entertaining, and the artwork is very good as well. And I've never been one, I can't memorize the thing, but let's see. What does it say? The guy who does the pencil, Ryan Otley, he does the pencils, and Cliff Rathburn. Cliff Rathburn. That sounds like an old-time actor name, doesn't it? Starring Cliff Rathburn, But, yeah. Very cool stuff. Very cool indeed. So, and then here's another Hulk book. I love this cover too. Planet Hulk, World Breaker. Love this cover, man. I would buy this book just for the cover alone. That is pretty doggone cool. As we say up north here, wicked cool. Yeah. Wicked cool. And if you get further away up here, but where I live, you'd say, wicked cool. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a winner. That's a winner every day. Yes, sir. So excellent, excellent stuff. I just love the Hulk. He's just one of those characters that for some reason, and I don't know why, that I just gravitated to, when I saw him. I think I like the idea of when he was, a scrawny banner, and then somebody would pick on him, and then all of a sudden, oh, that's a mistake, you know. You won't like me when I'm angry, type of thing. Because I was one of those kids who was a geek in school, so get picked on, and you were told by your parents, don't get in fights, even though sometimes you might. Oh, all it'd take is one, but no, can't do that. Don't want to get in trouble, you know. So you wind up taking the heat for it. But anyway, I digress. Wicked. Let me check on the chat here, and then we'll go through the rest of the books I got here. I gotta go back up here. Back up. Back up. Wow, there's a lot going on here. There we go. There we go. Actually, it was making YouTube videos that destroyed any sort of Z. Oh, go back. What is this one? Shannon says, I just posted a seriously geeky vid. I think you posted. Did you post a couple of them, Shannon? Because I think I thought I saw a couple of videos. I haven't had a chance to get to them yet, but they're on my list when I get done here. So I got to check that out. Jackson, Dr. Manchilla, destroyed any sort of Z. Maranya says Saturdays at 8 Eastern time. Sometimes other days when he's trying to sell either Ratatouille. Is that how you say that? Approved books, damaged, or special lot or two. Very cool. So there you go. I Love Comics, Saturdays, 8 p.m. He does the auctions, and very affordable books. They go up in scale, they might have a group of dollar comics, and they might have a group of $2 to $3 comics, and they have the big dogs, and the big dogs, man, some of them are very nice. Well, most of them are very nice, to be honest with you. So absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Maranya. Appreciate that. Dr. Vanchilla says, actually, it was making YouTube videos that destroyed any sort of order to my collection. I've given up trying to get it all back together. Hence my random eye candy stacks. Nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody's got to do what you do, That's the way I look at it. Same way with collecting. Some people collect, they want to collect slabs. Go right ahead, collect them. Not for me, not my style, but that doesn't mean nothing. Everybody's got to collect the way what they want to collect and how they want to collect. So that's the name of that tune for me, anyway. Well, what is going on? Okay, there we go. All right. Captain UK says, very nice. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Captain. I appreciate it. I so love that book. And Shannon, yeah. Oh, yeah. Love that book and any Jay Garrick JSA appearance. Yes, sir. Great pickup, bro. Thank you, sir. I knew you would be happy for me. So I didn't even send you a picture or anything. I gotta wait. I'm gonna show them. So awesome. Yeah, I love that book because you and I have talked many times about those books, those early Flash books, where Jay Garrick appears, and now I think I only need two more of those. So. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Dr. Manchilla says, damn, ran into that multi-headed chick after a Grateful Dead concert circa 1983. Yeah, baby. Awesome. Captain UK says, lost touch with the moderns over the past couple years. Yeah, I did too. I did too. I had stopped for a while buying any new books. Well, I always tried to keep up with the Hulk, but when it was Amadeus Cho Hulk, I didn't collect any of those. Now I'm going back because of the legacy numbering. I'm trying to collect those just for being drawn back in with the recent apes. I blame Shannon for showing them in the first place. There you go. There you go. You know Shannon and the Planet of the Apes, baby. He's got the scoop on that stuff. Incredible stuff. I'll be happy to take that blame, Captain, he says. Dr. Von says, Shannon is an instigator. Yep. Laughing, laughing, laughing. Jackson Roykirk says, good to know I'm not the only one who doesn't read as much as he should or could. Yeah, I just, man, I got so much stuff, even just new books, and I don't buy a whole lot of new books, but I just don't have. Man, Shannon gifted me a couple of nice books, the Charlton Companion, um, and I so wanted to read that, and the Team Up Companion book, and I so want to read those things. And you think I would just, you know, okay, I'm checking out of the world here for an hour so I can read a little bit, and it just never seemed to be able to do it. I'm always doing something, you know. Doggone, I'm going to make the time though to do it because it was so great. Guilty again, he says. That Avengers artwork, very 70s retro. Great stuff. Absolutely. Yes, it is. That's what I think appeals to me about it. Like I said, it looks like my Avengers from the 70s, the Bronze Age babies, you know. Shannon says, John, I just saw another eye candy video you posted. I'm gonna have to watch. Yes, sirree. I got a chance to see both of them this morning and really enjoyed them as usual. As usual. Dr. Von I put two of them up today, Shannon. Yes, sirree. Two great ones. Shannon says, you're killing me with that stuff, Dr. V. Laughing out loud. Glitter and duct tape. Glitter and duct tape. Well, hello. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you sharing your time with us. And Shannon says, hello, G&D. And Shannon also says, wait, you like Hulk? Oh, yeah, just a little. Just a little. We don't want to show too much of the green, you know. Oh, I just love it. G&D says, hey, Shannon. Captain UK says, great looking books, Rod. Gonna have to go, guys. It's 10:15. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forget the time change here, and I have to be up at 4:30 for delivery at work. Oh my gosh. I know that kind of schedule. I lived it for 7 years. You all enjoy the rest of the show and take care. Thank you very much, Captain UK. Always fun to have you in the gallery. We appreciate it. You take care. Good luck tomorrow. Have a great day. Great night. I'm sorry. Great night. Dr. Manchilla, howdy G&D. G&D says, nice. And Shannon says, take it easy, Captain. Yes, sir. Hello, Dr. Manchilla, says G&D. Okay, Captain. He says, take good care, mate. Yes, sir. Jackson Roykirk says, glitter. Hello, my Jackson, says glitter. Hi, the great legend Rob. How you doing? Great to see you here, brother. Hey, lovely people. Rod and Shannon, Doc Manchilla, and chat. That's it. The infamous Rogues Gallery. The Great Legend Show. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Afternoon. I do the same thing. I started off saying good morning to people, and it's like, because I'm so used to doing a live stream in the morning with Shannon, you know, and I just forget, hey, this is a different time. Different time. Ginny, hello, Mr. Legend, sir. Great Legend says, hi, Glitter. Good to see you. And Dr. Manchilla says, the Great Legend. Gasp. It's no joke here now. How you doing, old buddy? He says. Miranda says, big dogs are at 9:30. This is on the auction again. Big dogs are at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time to help people to get to them. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, seriously, guys, if you're looking to fill it, make some fill-ins in your collection and stuff like that, definitely check them out because they're all affordable. They really are. The Great Legends Host says, doing good, Doc. Just enjoying life. There you go. There you go, my man. Just enjoy life. Enjoy life, and read comics. Don't get no better than that. Well, and have some cheese popcorn. And he says, that's great to hear, bud. Says Dr. Montilla. And Dr. Montilla. And Higgy Pop says, Jay Garrick called me on the phone the other day. He did. Well, what did he say? Come on, you can't leave us hanging. No cliffhangers here. You got to let us know what he said. Was he still chasing Vandal Savage? What's going on? Is he tired of hanging out with the JSA? What's going on? Shannon says, Legend, how's it going? Higgy Pop, now, how's it going, buddy? Legend says, love Shannon, it's $8. Yeah. Doing great, Shannon says, the Great Legend. Dr. Monchilla says, Maranya, my bedtime is 8 p.m. I'm old. I hear you, Doctor. I hear you, John. Same here, man. Although I have become a little bit more of a night owl since the semi-retirement thing. So I'm enjoying that. I get to stay up a little later sometimes and see things that I normally have missed. So I'm enjoying that. And one of them is those auctions by I Love Comics. Definitely. Lead Paint. Hey, Lead Paint. LP, what's happening? Great to have you stop by and hang out with us. Funk Comics. Hey, what's happening? Hey, Doctor and everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Great to have you in the chat as well. And Shannon says, hey, Lead Paint. Great Legend, Funk 814. Great seeing you. Dr. Monchilla, I just noticed Shannon's Dark Knight homage. Avatar. Legend. Dr. Monchilla, we want the funk. We got to have that funk. Gee, for a second there, I thought you were going to say, we want the smoke, like the pro wrestlers, the Street Profits, the tag team, the Street Profits. They always say, we want the smoke. I don't know what else that means, but hey, funk. And Dr. Manchilla says, Funk Comics. G&D says, hi to Lead Paint. And Funk Comics says, hi to Glitter. And Dr. Manchilla says, Lead Paint in the house. It's all under control now. That's it. I'll get mellow. LP is in his house. Dr. Manchilla. There. All right. We're caught up for right now. So we'll continue on with, I'm showing the new books that I just picked up at my LCS within the last week. This is another series which I kick myself for not sitting down and reading. So don't be too hard on me, Shannon. And it's called Danger. What is it? I can't even read it. Danger Road. What was that? Danger Street. There you go. Can't even remember the name. This looks like something I would have drawn when I was, a wee knee high to a grasshopper, maybe. And this is issue number 5, April Fool's variant cover. I mean, that looks like the creeper right there. I'd go with that. I'm not sure about this. Zatanna, maybe? I don't know. But this is another great series. Highly recommended by both Eric Breen, the professor, and Shannon. So I've been collecting these as I go. And sooner or later, I'm going to sit down and enjoy the whole show. This has a great premise on it. I love the love the premise of it. And the premise is there was a DC Bronze series, Bronze Age series called First Issue Special. And I think it only lasted, I don't know, did it last 16 issues or something like that, Shannon? I'm not sure right off the top of my head. Anyway, they took all the characters that appeared in that series and they're putting them in one story. And that fascinated me. I knew the Creeper was one of them. I knew Metamorpho was one of them. I think the Warlord was one of them as well. And other various ones, the Dingbats, and other characters, and they're all putting them in here into one story. So I'm anxious to see how they all fit together in one story. So if you're interested in it, it sounds like something you might want to do. There you go, Danger Street, baby, Danger Street. So, and here's another one that was talked up by Eric Breen and my buddy Shannon as well. And this is World's Finest. This is number 14. And this one is really intriguing to me. Who killed Simon Stagg? Simon Stagg, obviously, well, most of you probably remember, was the father of the girlfriend to Metamorpho. I can't think of what her name was now. Man, the memory's just gone. But anyway, anything to do with Metamorpho, right there, over here, I'm in. Metamorpho is one of my faves. So, and this has been very good stories, very good art. Very cool. Oh, that's neat. It's not art, but that's just cool. You open it up and boom, it's like cinematic, you know? Oh, yeah. Superman. This is different. It's got like black page and white, black borders and white borders on it. I wonder what that signifies. Here we go. Oh, that looks cool. Look at these skeletons. These green skeletons. That's cool with the red eyes. That's neat. Wow. Oh, cool stuff. Cool stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in, there they go. There's the team picture together right there. Got Metamorpho right in there. So if you're interested in another book that might have a good story and good art for you, here you go. World's Finest. Check it out. Check it out. All right. And here's another one that as soon as I heard it was coming out, it was like, oh, that's going to be on the poll list type of thing, you know. Both Shannon and I are big JSA guys, and this is Justice Society of America number 3. I think I'm still behind by a couple issues, or one issue anyway. But anytime, oh, look at that. Open it up, and that looks like the Unknown Soldier. Boom. I'm not sure if it is because I haven't read this one yet, but doggone, if that's the Unknown Soldier, that's cool. That's a cool way to start it up and get me right involved right there. Looks like this is like back in time, a little time period piece. Pretty cool. So very, very interesting. Some more artwork. Oh, that's Detective Chimp. That's who that is. I recognize him right here. Detective Chimp. Very cool. Oh, look at that. There you go. There you go. Worth the price of admission right there. Great. That is cool. Yeah, Alan Scott. Yeah. Thunderbolt. Oh, that's awesome. Very, very cool. So, yeah, anytime JSA is involved, I'm there. Yeah. So very cool. Uh, Here we go. That's a little different artwork there on that last page there. Oh, this way. There we go. So, but yeah, if you are JSA fans, there you go. Got to jump on board with this one right here. Justice Society of America. Very good. Very good. Wicked cool. And this is a series I'm still trying to catch up on these issues, and because it's not a series or anything that I normally would have collected. Um, uh, it's basically a Spawn series, and while I like Spawn the character, I was never a big collector of Spawn. I got like the first 10 issues or something, way back in the day, but I really don't buy Spawn. But when they came out with this one, it's called Gunslinger. It's like I don't know whether it's like a different timeline with him or if it's just part of a new character or what. But anyway, it's Spawn, but it's Gunslinger. And of course, Gunslinger, ooh, that sounds Western. I'm in. I'm a sucker for Westerns, you know. So I this is another one that I bought, but I haven't read yet. Like I said, this is issue 30. And I bet you if I've got 15 of them, I'd be lucky. So there's a lot of them I have to catch up. And I hate, not having all the issues before I start reading it, because then it's like you missed 2 issues or something. What happened? I don't get it. You know, like the artwork. So very cool. Very cool. So yeah, if you're a Spawn fan or you just want to try something different, yeah, check this out. You know. So all right, I think that was it for the new stuff. So with that taken care of, we'll go back and see what everybody's saying. Oh, I can smell that cheese popcorn. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, where was I? Let's see. Everybody saying hi. That's right. Under control. That's right. Here we go. Iggy Pop. There we go. Yes, Danger Street. Fantastic. You got to read it, Doc. Yeah, I'm gonna. I just got to make time. Doggone, I can't. And it's nobody's fault but mine. It's not, you just got to make the time. It just seems like life is so fast nowadays. I don't know if it's just me because I'm getting older and I like things to slow down. But it just seems like life itself is just faster nowadays with instant gratification and the internet and this and that and everything. Not that it's bad, but let's see what else we got here. Dr. Manchilla says, I'm being snarled at for delaying supper. Gotta go. Thanks for sharing, Ronnie. See you on Saturday morning. Thank you very much, John. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Great. Have a great afternoon, great evening. Always fun to have Dr. Bonchilla in there, man. He's one of the, like I said this morning, I left a comment for him. To me, he's one of the pantheon, the true pantheon of the YouTube comic book collecting community. With Doctor Captain Strangelove. Those two were some of the first two that I saw. That I really followed their videos and whatnot. Along with then shortly after it was Shannon, and the Great Legend. Love the Great Legend too. So it's really fun to have him when he stops by. It really means a lot. And Shannon says, if anybody wants funk, I'd break out the bass, but I'm not getting ready to. I'm not getting ready to gnash down on some taco salad. Oh, but I'm getting ready to. Oh, there you go. There you go. Gotta have priorities. Gotta have priorities. He says, see you guys later. Have a great night. Shannon, take care. Thanks for stopping by, brother. We talking to you soon. 13 issues, right? There we go. 13 issues of first issue special. So all 13 issues, they feature different characters, and all of those characters are in that Danger Street show issue series. And G&D says, bye, Dr. Von Chilla. And Jackson Rocker says, enjoy the salad and the night, Shannon. Have a great week. Absolutely, brother. Good night, Doctor. And he says, bye, Shannon. Says glitter and glitter and duct tape. That's a funny name. Glitter and duct tape. Lead Paint says, see you, Shannon. And then Lead Paint says, gotta watch the Saturday morning show still. Gotta watch a Saturday morning show still, Rod. Had to hit the comic shops early yesterday for a free comic book day. Yeah, got some excellent deals. Awesome. Awesome. I was going to go and then I wound up not going. I should have gone. I just got a little lazy in the afternoon, wanted to take a nap, wound up taking a nap for like 2 hours. It was like, oh, out, goodbye. So, all right. Well, what do you guys feel like doing? How long we been doing this now? Oh my gosh. It's been over an hour and 15 minutes. Wow. Thank you guys for hanging out with me like this. I got a few things I can show. I can show some Westerns that I have that did some rebagging on. We'll start with Giant Size Kid Cult and Knight Rider, number 3. I think it's just Giant Size Kid Cult. So there we go. Get that glare off. Gil Kane, baby. Gil Kane lives. And then we got the Mighty Marvel Western. This is another thing that I love. I love the Marvel square bound 25 centers, the thicker ones. So this is number 1 of that. So pretty cool. Is that Kirby? Kind of looks like a little like Kirby, but not quite in the knee. I don't think it's Kirby though. All right, and we got issue number 2. And issue number 3. Nice cover there. Love the roll call. I love those. The floating head roll call. Just cool stuff. Number 4. Yeah. Great stuff. I mean, you got so much for your quarter. Look how thick that is. So much for your quarter in these books. And especially like when you get like the Avengers or stuff like that. And it's just so much cool stuff in them. Here is number 5. But they're just like one of those things that I just really, really love because of my childhood and whatnot. Go to the store or we used to go to this place, the snack bar. You all heard me tell the story way too many times, I'm sure. But 25 centers. Oh, what do I do? Do I buy 2 comics or do I spend the whole quarter on one supersized one? Oh, the dilemmas we had as children. So, and this is number 7. There we go. And number 8. I think number 9 began. I don't. No, not even gonna, because I know I'm wrong. So, But there we go. There's 8. So got those bagged and boarded. And how about some war comics? We'll show a few war comics. We got Combat number 102. And this right here is Our Army at War, number 162. It's got Sergeant Rock teaming up with the Viking Prince. Viking Prince was a character early on in Brave and the Bold, I believe. You know, him, the Shining Knight. So I love that cover. And the story continued into this, and the next issue, which is 163. I think this is the last stack I need to do because that's not a new bag. So this must be the last stack that I needed to do out of the ones I got out there. Thought it was feeling a little old. There's 165 with some go-go checks. Love the go-go checks. And more go-go checks with 166. There we go. And we just keep coming with the go-go checks. This is 175. And oh, here we go. 80-page giant with go-go checks. Whew. That's hitting the daily double right there. Joe Kubert art. There you go. Now we're in the trifecta. Boom. Love it. Love that. That is so cool. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. And one last go-go checks one here is 180. Love this cover. The orange really makes the rest of it pop out. Very cool. Go-go checks, baby. And we got like 4 more here. We got 185. Nice cover there. Russ Heath. Let's see. That wasn't Russ Heath cover though. That Russ Heath the cover was done by Kubert, obviously. 197. Another great one of those great covers done by Kubert with the perspective. Love the perspective on it. The dynamic perspective look. That's so cool. I've said it before. The war comics, the stuff done by those guys like Kubert and Heath, they don't get the credit that they really deserve for those covers because some of those covers, man, are just awesome. This is another great cover. I think this is Kubert too, if I'm not mistaken. But it's another 80-page giant, number 203. Oh, yeah. You can just hear those bullets whizzing by him. Great stuff. Number 219. And the last one in the bunch was 222. Room 222. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff indeed. So, all right, that one I'll put over there. Let's see what's happening. Iggy Pop says, absolutely the Viking Prince. Good stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rebub. All right. How about some Justice Society stuff? We'll start out with guest appearance in Flash. 268 with Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and Wildcat. Fills that hole in the collection. And then we jump to All-Star Comics. This is number 62. This is a great series. Wonderful Bronze Age series. Number 64. Number 65. There we go. Number 66. Yeah. Oh, this. Why didn't I do this one yet? I got to do this one. This has got one of those old bags that wrinkles up on you. This is 71. Great stuff. Wildcat. Yeah. And 72. More Wildcat right on the cover there. Love this cover right here. This is number 74. Got everybody. Let's jump in the picture. Photo bomb. Awesome. Really like the Justice Society, and of course learned about those characters through those summertime JLA, JSA, crisis books that they would team up every summer. And now we jump a little. This is December of 2002 with JSA number 41. Big Red Cheese and Black Adam. And this is from, it does not say, December 2010, Justice Society of America. This is number 44, which is a different series. Still another great series of the JSA. And this is number 25 of the Justice Society of America. Does it say? Nope, I don't see any kind of date on that one, but here you go. Very cool. I think it's Alex Ross. Looks like Alex Ross. I just love his stuff, man. Great stuff. And to round it out, we got Justice Society of America number 26. And this is from 2009, June of 2009, it says, is the cover date on it. That looks so cool. Wow. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. So, yeah. So, all righty. Where are we here? Easy Comic Reader says, very nice doctor. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Maranya, Lydium, pop the chicken in the oven to bake so I can relax for a bit. There you go. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Rob Brown joined us. Nice to have you with us. So I'm just showing off some comics here, just on a lazy Sunday afternoon. So thank you for stopping by. All right, what else you want to see? You want to see some Charlton stuff? You can pull out some Charlton stuff. This is Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle number, this is volume 3 from 1965, number 51. The Dan Garrett Blue Beetle, not the Ted Cord. So, and we got the Cheyenne Kid. And some of these I probably won't have the numbers on, but this is Cheyenne Kid number 47. And Dragon Wheels, number 30. Dragon Wheels, number 31. You don't see these too many times, too often. The motor comics from Charlton, but there's quite a few of them. They have really good stories in it. Here's number 40, Dragon Wheels. Almost totally white cover, and it's not too bad. Not too bad. So I like this one here. This one really pops out at number 41. Look at that colors in that. Boom. Yeah. And Dragon Wheels number 46. Wow, I didn't know I had this many of them. Number 54. Dragon Wheels. When I see these, though, the first thing I think of is the theme song, Speed Racer. Here we go. Here he comes. Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. And Drag Strip Hot Rodders. There's 2 in here. Why? Because they're the same issue. Oh, this one's got some writing on the back of it. Somebody wrote 5 cents on the back of this one. And that was a placeholder until this one came along. And this is looks like number 6, Drag Strip Hot Rodders. And this is the same issue, but if you look up here, over here, right here, they wrote 5 cents in here. So, but very cool, very cool. Oh. What else you got? There we go. We'll do a couple more Charlton. And what time are we at? We're at 6 o'clock. Okay, well, we'll show a few more, and then we'll probably call it a night because he's been at it since 4:30. So it's at an hour and a half now. So it'll be close to 2 hours. I'm sure you all got supper you want to eat. And I'm probably going to take my bag of cheese popcorn. Best cheese popcorn ever had. And probably head upstairs and see what Mrs. Silverage has got planned for supper tonight. We'll see. All right, so here we go with hot rods and racing cars. This is number 103. A lot of action on these racing covers. Here we go. This is 104. This is Tarzan, Jungle Tales of Tarzan, 1964. This is number 1. That outlawed series that they did when they weren't supposed to because they didn't have the rights. They probably thought it was in public domain or something. What is this one? I think this is either 2 or 3. This might be 3. We'll go with 3 for now. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Jungle Tales. We think it's number 3. And we're going to take it from the jungles to outer space. Number 1. Dun, dun, dun. Got a story by Steve Ditko in there. The cover's done by Pat Boyette. And we were just talking about this earlier in this live stream. The Phantom, done by Jim Aparo. Love Jim Aparo's work, and doesn't change when he's doing when he did the Phantom. Just wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. This is number 31. Great stuff. Really, really like Jim Aparo's work. Here's number 37. Bandar Betrayers. So there we go. And this is number 39, The Silent Thieves. I really like the Phantom. He's been around a long time, without a doubt. And he's just one of those cool characters. You don't think about, then you see something with him, and oh yeah, that's right. That's that character. That's cool. He's a cool character. They still merchandise him too. I can't find it. Oh, it's way back there. Where is it? I don't know if you can see it. It's over. Oh, I can't. I can't do it. I don't. Where am I pointing? It's right over the Green Lantern thing. There you go. You can't see it. It'd be right there behind that. That's the cosmic cube. So how do I know it's a cosmic cube? Well, boom. There we go. The cosmic cube light up. All right, now we got number 52. Nice cover. Very nice. So there we go. So alrighty. So let's see what else is going on. Easy Comic Reader says, I might need to look into getting organized like y'all were talking about earlier. Just realized I had 5 issues of King Conan #3. Wow, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. I mean, it gets, and the older I get, the harder it is for me to remember. I mean, used to be able, man, when you were younger, you used to be able to, hey, I remember, I know that just by the cover, I know I got this one, so I'm good. But now it's like, that's a cool cover, but I don't remember I have it. Rob Brown says, love those Charlton Blue Beetles. Yes. I love both of them. I love because they had like, what, 3 volumes, 4 volumes with the Dan Garrett ones was 2 and 3. I can't remember the first one because that was, I think, in the 40s or something. And then of course 67 was when they introduced the Ted Cord Blue Beetle as a backup feature in Captain Atom. Very cool indeed. I'm with you, Rob. Jackson Roy Kirk says, ha, that will happen easy. I was lucky that I started cataloging my collection around 1988, so it wasn't as big as it is now. Yes, I was lucky as well, like I said, because I had it done through that website, Comic Book Database, and they sent me the thing, and I just modified it to fit what I needed. Works great for me. I love it. And I have another computer right here with a bigger screen, easy to read numbers for me, So it's really good when you get a chance and you can just come down and do it. I'll do bagging and boarding. And as I'm bagging and boarding, bag it, board it, boom, put it into the inventory. I love doing it. It's a labor of love. And Easy Comic Reader says, I just can't resist a good dollar bin. No, absolutely. There's so much you can pull out of dollar bins. I look for like Starman, the James Robinson Starman, that Howler mouse got me hooked on. You can pull those out of there all day long. Some of the JSA stuff you can pull out of there. Very cool stuff indeed that you can get. Just got to be patient and do a little. Yes, sirree. Jackson Roy Cook, I don't blame you. No, sirree. So what do you guys read right now? Do you guys read buy any of the new books? Or are you just strictly buying older stuff? Bronze Age, Silver Age, Golden Age? I'm pretty much priced out of the Golden Age. Once in a while, I might see something and think about it. Maybe I'll pull the trigger if you get like a $25 decent Captain Marvel or something like that. I might try it. Bid in the auction. But as a rule, most of the Golden Age stuff is out of my price range nowadays. And there's so much still in the Silver Age and Bronze Age, mostly the Bronze Age, that I want to get. You know, I really, really enjoy, because that's when I grew up. The Silver Age. I was born in '62, so I was 5 years old. '67. Uh, Saw them go checks, man, by DC on the mag rack. I was hooked, and I believe it was coming out of those Saturday morning cartoons by Hanna-Barbera, all those superhero cartoons. Couldn't go wrong. So it was a natural progression for me to go from animation on TV every Saturday morning to what? They got books with these things, magazines with these characters and stuff. Not specifically the HB characters, but superheroes. And it's just like, sign me up. Here's my money. Actually, I would say, Dad, you mind buying me one of those? Give me a quarter, please. So let's see what else is going on. And Maranya says, think about the Library of Congress collection of trade paperbacks and hardbound editions of comic books. I used to work with their cataloging system and also in the library back in the day. Really? Oh, wow. I've always wondered, because I always heard that the Library of Congress gets one copy of every comic book that's published. Is that true? Do you know if that's true? Because I'm like, wow, that's got to be the world's biggest warehouse for comics. you know, that's incredible. Hey, I'm just gonna stop by. Could you let me look at that action number one, please? I just wanna look at it just a little bit. Just promise I won't touch. That would be cool. Easy Comic Reader says mostly bronze and early copper. Very cool. Love the bronze. I mean, that's when I grew up. That's you know let's see, I was third grade, I think, when the Bronze Age started, right around there. So I grew up pretty much throughout the Bronze Age. Uh, I grew up enough in the Silver Age to appreciate uh, all those great Marvel characters and DC characters. I can remember seeing like Silver Surfer #1 on the stand, begging my mom, "Hey, can you buy that for me?" No, because for some reason I remember that comic book stand being at the door to exit, and it was like outside of the checkout counters, you know, and it was just like, that's a stupid place to put it. If you put it out there, I might have been able to talk my mother into letting me get that #1 for 25 cents, you know. Oh, well. Gotham City Comics. Hey, welcome, Gotham City Comics. Nice to have you here. Great to have you with us. Just kind of hanging out and chatting, showing some books. So thank you for taking some time. Hang out with us. Rob Brown. I've started going back in time to the first comics I bought and major impression on me and made a major impression. I can't talk. And I bought and a major impression on me. Very cool. Yeah, that's what a lot of my stuff is, Rob, is nostalgia, because I remember these things as a kid. Most of my Bronze Age that I have is my off the rack collection. Stuff like Avengers and any of the super Marvel superheroes I pretty much collected. Submariner, Iron Man, Spider-Man. Most of that stuff is my off the rack. I purchased right off the rack. So I've been lucky that way to be able to keep them, and they are well loved. believe me. So they are not, there ain't no 9.6 probably in there or 9.8, so, but that's okay. They on a well-loved scale, they're a 10. So that's the way I look at it. But yeah, I'm with you. All those things they made an impression on me, and I just enjoy them. I really do. Jackson Roykirk says, the only thing I've gotten new was Lord of the Jungle from Dynamite. Eric Breen recommended it, and I knew I liked the artist. Very cool. Very cool. Dynamite has done a lot in the modern era that I found. I bought a lot of stuff from Dynamite. Lone Ranger series. I bought a couple of the Zorros. That Project Superpowers, that was awesome. What they did, like I think three different volumes of that, three different series of that. Loved that because it brought back all those the Nador superheroes from the 40s, early 50s, whatever. It's great stuff. If you get a chance to see that stuff, it's really, really good stuff. Alex Ross covers, couldn't go wrong. Couldn't go wrong with that stuff. Easy Comic Reader says, hey, Gavin. And Maranya says, Library of Congress has 2 each of every one of the trade paperbacks and hardbound books, as long as it has the ISBN on it. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Wow, that's pretty neat, Maranya. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Did you enjoy working there at the Library of Congress? I'm curious. Talk about history, man. You'd be working there with a ton of history. That is cool. Sleepy Rita, hey, how you doing, Damien? Welcome, my friend. Great to have you with us. We're just kind of hanging out, shooting the breeze, till everybody gets tired of me, probably. Rob Brown says, mostly bronze for me as well. Yeah. I could see silver and bronze. That's it. Silver and bronze for me. Silver and bronze. Silver and bronze. There's a song there somewhere. I used to like to write song parodies. I have to come up with one for that. The only thing is I can't do a good voice. What's the guy who does does the snowman's voice? I can't think of his name now. Doggone it. Come on. Oh, well. You all know who I mean. The snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Every Christmas, you all watch it. I know you do. Same as me. Remember when before you had cable or boxes that recorded things or DVDs? Man, that was appointment television when you saw the ad for that. Come on, Christmas time. And it's just like, okay, got to be there. And if you missed it, that's it. You had to wait a year before you got to see it again. Holy mackerel. That was not fun. So, all right, let's see. Where did I go? There we go. And Sleepy Rita says, I heard they have several times. I've heard they have special times. There you go. If I read the right word. Special times when they open up the Library of Congress's rare comic collection for viewing. Oh, wow. Is that true, Maranya? That would be cool, too. Imagine just going in and seeing, real copies of all those early books and stuff like that. Captain Marvels and stuff like that. Oh, that would be so fun. Easy Comic Reader says, I started using Higgy Pop's grading scale. Yes, I love his grading scale. That's right. Forget this, fine, very fine, 9.6 and 9.7.5, whatever. That's it. It's decent. I know that's one of the ones. It's decent. It's decent. It's good. That's right. I love it. Hey, there we go. Reading World's Finest, Danger Street, and JSA. That's it for the current stuff. Well, that's some current good stuff. I'll tell you right there. That's a good group of books to be picking up now, because they get good reviews from people whose opinion I really, really, really admire and respect. So they got to be good. That World's Finest I know is good because and the JSA because I've read some of the World's Finest and I've read some of the JSA stuff. So that is very very good stuff indeed. And Maranya says, I worked on their database, sadly, not the collection itself, but the data entry paid me pretty well. So that's where get a few of those Silver Age George Tuska Iron Men from. Going to be jumping into some Tales to Suspense. Love it. Love it. Higgy Pop Comics. Yes, sir. Maranya says, Burl Ives. There you go. Burl Ives. Doggone. I could not remember his name to save my life. Burl Ives did the voiceover for Silver and Gold. Loved his voice. Loved his songs. I think I even have an album of music that he did, you know, Big Rock Candy Mountain and stuff like that. Because I always loved his voice. And people don't realize he was a real singer and everything. So very cool. Very cool. Burl Ives, there we go. Another one. You're on it. You're on it, Damien. My memory just can't. I think my memory just only has a certain amount of space and it holds that amount of space. And if something else wants to come in, something else falls out. I think that's it. It's got to be, right? Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Burl Ives. Yeah, baby. Come on, tell me that don't put a warm, fuzzy smile on you when you think of that. You know, Burl Ives singing silver and gold. Silver and gold. Paula Costa, hey Paula, how you doing? Good evening, Rod. He says, yes, it is. I keep forgetting it's evening. You know, it is evening. Doggone. The weekend has flown by. Got to watch a big wrestling pay-per-view last night with my daughter. Big wrestling fan, in case you don't know by now. So watched WWE Backlash coming from Puerto Rico last night. Very, very good card if you guys are wrestling fans. And if you're not, I'm sorry to take up your time. Just kidding. Just kidding. Rob says, gosh, absolutely love those Rankin and Bass movies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There was just some great stuff back then, you know. I'm glad that they still show them, you know, because you would have thought those things would have been lost to time, you know, from the 60s. You know, but no, they still show them, and I get nostalgic, and I cry when Herbie the dentist, you know, gets picked on or whatnot. You know, what can I say? I always wanted to be a dentist. Maranya says, I haven't worked at the library since 1988, but I wouldn't be surprised if they opened the comic book collection. They do open collections to people doing serious research under limited conditions. Yeah, that would make sense. Got to do some kind of research, stuff like that. Absolutely. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I love all those old TV shows, except for Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey. That one really did make me cry. That was a sad that was a sad story. I think Little Drummer Boy too was a sad one too, if I remember correctly. But they were just cool. All those things. Man, I was lucky enough, and I hope all of you were as well, to have great Christmases. You know, so when I think of those shows and I think of those Christmases, man, it was just awesome to be a kid then. It was just really, really awesome to be a kid. You know, I think of those toys, your favorite toys that you got back then. You know, mine was Captain Action or Major Matt Mason or GI Joe or another thing, little motorized robots called Zeroids. I don't know how many of you might remember that. You know, Zeroids. Yeah, very cool stuff indeed. Loved all that stuff. Let's see. Rob says, I actually saw the Muppets for Santa. I actually saw the Muppets for Santa and Rudolph on Antique Roadshow. It was weird seeing them all old and tattered. Oh no. What? Somebody did not take care of those? Doggone them. That's un-American. But oh, that's too bad. But that would be cool to have those. Oh man, imagine that. We used to have we got into something called um, Department 56 collectibles. What they were Christmas collectibles. They were ceramic houses, and they have a little light bulb in them you would put in them, and you could light them up, and you could make mix and match, build your own village, your own town and stuff. I loved that because I'm into like world building and stuff like that. And so for years, me and my wife, I don't want to even think about the money we spent on those buildings and stuff, which we still have over on the other side. We just don't put them up as much now for Christmas because there's no room. But yeah, we used to love to build all put up the we had like a train and a had a airplane one and stuff like that. Department 56 collectibles, man. They retired their pieces, so they were it was kind of neat. They would retire their pieces. They might like put them out for a year or 2 years, and then after that they would retire them. And I guess that meant break the mold, and so those would then go up in price. So I really should look and see what we have. I still got a list, an inventory list of what we have, but that's just one of those fun things we did at Christmas. You know, what did you used to get for a gift at Christmas? I know my uncle used to always give me a hockey stick every year. Got me a hockey stick. And I still have one of those hockey sticks, and I still have a goalie stick that he gave me over on the other side of the cellar. So, let's see here. Paulo Costa says, I'd rather take a look at the University of Michigan's comic library. I saw that video. They did a video a long time ago. I saw that video, Paulo, if that's the one you're talking about. Very, very impressive collection. Absolutely. Stuff from all over the world there. Yeah, if that's the one if that's the one you're talking about, I remember seeing a video of that. I think it was right here on YouTube. So very cool indeed. Maranya says, Rob Brown, someone is restoring those stop motion puppets. They have videos about that on YouTube. Oh, really? Oh, see, now you're sending me down another rabbit hole. Here we go. We got to go look at videos on that stuff. Absolutely. Oh, it's just so cool stuff. I mean, just, you know, stuff like that. And, you used to see every fall, you'd see, what was a movie with the Scarecrow and the Wizard of Oz? Every fall, you'd see that, if I only had a brain. That's my theme song. Zeroids, I don't remember. I do remember Zoids. They were robotic dinosaurs. Oh, no, I'm not familiar with those. I'm not familiar with them. The Zeroids were like little robots, and I think they had batteries in them. Either that, or they were the what do they call them? Pullback cars type of thing, where you would just and then you let them go. I can't remember for sure, but I'd love to have one of those. But of course, anything like that from childhood back in those days costs money, costs big money, because there's some Batman stuff that I'd love to have, Sleepy Rita Damien's Major Matt Mason was my favorite. Yes, sir, Bob. I have so far resisted the urge to buy one now. But now that I think about it, maybe I should. Hey, I just got a phone call from my mother probably about a week ago now. She told me that she found my Major Matt Mason up in the attic. So I am so dying to get a hold of that and share it with you guys, and just to hold it in my hands again. And that's a direct tether back to my childhood, So I am super psyched about that. Major Matt Mason, yes sir, Bob, because it was all about the space race and everything. Everything was space oriented. The Cowboys were kind of drifting to the past. The cowboy shows and stuff like that was kind of drifting to the past, and it was all about space, science fiction, and everything like that, Star Trek and all that stuff, So Major Matt Mason, yeah, he was a big toy. He was one of my big three, one of the big three. What else we got going on here? Rob Brown says, laugh out loud. My favorite action figures were $6 Million Man and Sasquatch. Oh man, love those. Oh, the Sasquatch, yeah, the Bigfoot there was played by Andre the Giant, a wrestler, a professional wrestler. So I can remember because I was big pro wrestling fan when I was a kid, thanks to my grandfather. Um, Seeing Andre the Giant was playing Bigfoot on the $6 Million Man. That was appointment television for me. I was not going to miss that episode for anything. I think it was a two-parter too, if I'm not mistaken. So it was very, very cool. So yeah, that's neat. And those $6 Million Man figures and the Sasquatch one, they go for big money. You can get big money for those. I know I'd never afford. I never had one as a kid, either one. If I could have had my choice, I would have got that Sasquatch one though, man. That was cool. I can remember that. Maranya says back in the day, those puppets were just, excuse me, were just tossed out after filming. No! Oh my gosh. Thankfully, some people rescued them. Wow. That's incredible. Can you imagine that? But then back then they probably felt they didn't need them. We did the show's done. We're not going to use them again. So they'll just build other new ones or whatever. So that's wow. That makes them even more precious, you know. Maranya says, I had $6 Million Man and inherited my brother's 12-inch G.I. Joes. Bearded redheads, bearded brunettes, clean shaven brunette. Yeah, growing up. Also, his horse for his knight, 12-inch action figure. Oh, that would have been cool. That must have been one of the Marks toys, the Marks Knights. Those are cool. This is my Marks toy right here. I think his name is Sarge something. Sarge Sully or something like that. I looked it up once, found it, and didn't make a note of it anywhere. Stupid me. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, G.I. Joe was big for me and my brother. We had all those action adventure, the six-wheeled dune buggy thing. The tiger one with the white tiger and the different jewels and stuff like. Oh yeah, that was I wish I had that. My favorite one though, and doggone if I'm trying, my holy grail toy is the GI Joe space capsule. I had one of those. That was my favorite toy to play with. Was that space capsule, because I'd put everybody in that space capsule, and it had a glow in the dark background on it, because there were two different types. There was one that was just a standard one, and then afterwards, I think in 68, it's either 67, 68, they made the glow in the dark background one, and I had the glow in the dark background one, and that was just a tremendous toy. Unfortunately, several years ago, I found it out in the woods, and it was smashed to pieces. And so that is one of those toys that I really would love to get. I keep my ear to the ground. I got notifications on eBay when they put some up, hoping sooner or later to find, because I've got to have the glow in the dark. I can't have the regular one. I had the glow in the dark, so it's glow in the dark, baby, or nothing. Rob Brown says, my uncle gave me funny books. That's right, funny books. I love it because my grandfather used to say that. Funny books. That's what my father and family called my beloved comic books. I hear you. Same thing with my grandfather, and to a certain extent, my dad. They would call funny books. My grandfather, I'd go up and visit my grandfather, and he'd say, "You still buying them funny books?" And it would kind of be, like a thing where, you're like, you're still buying those funny books, type of thing. And then what happens one day, he calls me up and he goes, hey, listen, there's this lady. I just heard her on the swap shop on the radio. She's selling comic books for 25 cents a piece. You interested? I said, yeah. He goes, all right, come on up. We'll go see her. She only lives in Rochester, which was about 20 minutes away. Off I go. But here he was, this gentle giant of a man telling me, you still collecting funny books? Man, And then here he calls me up and says, "Hey, would you like to go get some?" That's the kind of man he was, man. He was awesome. I miss my grandfather. He was awesome. Went there, got a lot of Flash comic books, and got that Flash Superman World's Finest race. That was huge for me. That was huge. That was the big. If I didn't take anything else, they were not taking those ones out of my hands because that was coming home with me. Maranya says Major Matt Mason was taken off the market due to safety concerns. The wire frame inside the rubber, which allowed the figure to be bend. Excuse me. Good luck finding vintage versions. Yeah, yeah. And I know mine probably, I'd be surprised if mine wasn't, she didn't tell me, but I'd be surprised if mine was whole. I doubt it was. Probably had an arm missing or something like that. But still, it's the actual one that I played with as a kid. So that means the world to me to have that. Oh, wow. That's cool. Sleepy Rita says, I remember the wire poking out of the arm of mine. Yeah. Yeah. I still want to get remember you used to come as a standard package. You used to get the sled, the space sled, and the jetpack. That with the wire that you could attach to two different things, and he would, those I still would like to get those, and that would be cool to have that for a display. My original Major Matt Mason, and to have some vintage pieces like that, very cool. That would be neat. Absolutely, trying to do that. Let's see. Sleepy Rudy says, I love Wizards and having them battle each other. Wizards. Now, were those the tops that you used to spin the thing and then put them down? Is that what they? Because that's what first comes to mind. I'm wondering if that's what they are, Damien. Paulo Costa says, do you know a singer named Glenn Gozo? I do not. He did wrestling theme songs. No, I've never heard of him. He did wrestling themed songs. Wow. No, now I've got to look that up and see if did he have like albums out with with wrestling music? The closest thing I ever had was I had the album by Freddie Blassie, Classy Freddie Blassie. What was the name? Pencil Neck Geek, I think it was. The vinyl record was actually red, like blood red, because he was known for making his opponents bleed. Classy Freddie Blassie, and he did a song called Pencil Neck Geek, and I'm sure if you looked on YouTube, I'm sure it's there somewhere. Pencil Neck Geek, scum sucking pea head with a lousy physique. Oh yeah, it's a terrible song, but it's funny. Maranya says, my brother had the space capsule and the outfit for his G.I. Joes back in the day. The coolest set right there. That toy was such a good toy, man. Oh, I love that toy. Remember, hey, Ratu, how you doing? The Zeroids were great. Yes, sirree. Zeroids were number 4 on my top toy list back in those days. Absolutely. And you could still buy some of them. Sometimes they're on eBay, but they want good money for them. So, Easy Comic Reader says, what's that say? Wrestling. That's wrestling. All right. I'm going to have to check that out. Glenn Goza. Wow. Never heard of him before. Now, my interest is piqued because I'm all about wrestling. That's right. Wrestling. Rob Brown says, I also had the big white futuristic truck from the $6 Million Man series of toys. Really? Now that I don't even remember. I used to play with them all in a corner. Love simpler times. Well, you had a corner. We had what we called the dirt pile. My folks literally got some sand, play sand, had a dump truck, bring it in, dropped it, smoothed it out. That's where we played. We brought G.I. Joes, Tonka trucks, Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars, everything, man. That was our little haven right there. We played in the dirt pile, and we didn't care. You're kids, you make roads, build cities, all kinds of stuff. Oh, it was so much fun. Just being a kid then, and the creative mind that you had. You'd see something on a TV show, on a cartoon or something like that, you'd mimic it with tree branches or whatever out in the sand pile, It was so it's just man. That's cool though. I don't remember the $6 million truck. I mean, the futuristic truck. That's pretty cool. And Damien says, yes, that was what whizzes were. Okay, okay, yeah, I remember those. I had a couple of those. Man, you get them. Oh yeah, you get them things going. Let them go. Yeah. Oh, great toys, man. It's a great toys. Rob said, that's what this generation is missing, a corner and your imagination. Well, yeah, yeah. It seems to be the case. I can't very well argue that point, because I just see it in my own kids. It's growing up. It was different for them. We tried to make it as close to the way me or my wife were brought up, and played and stuff like that. Um, but it was tough because you had so many other influences, with uh, video, video games, and then they grew up with computers. They almost grew up with cell phones from birth, you know. So I mean, things are different. Everything you want or could imagine is already done there on the thing, And it's too bad because the imagination is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Um, I, I, I love. Don't you ever get in those creative moods where something strikes your fancy and you're like, oh, now I'm gonna draw that picture, or I'm gonna make a video or something like that. I get those feelings where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna do that, or I come up with an idea. Like I like doing these little videos that I do for Shannon and I's show. Just like the peanut gallery thing, and the nut of the day we just added into it, and just stuff like that. I love that creative process. It goes in your head, and boy, when you get I'm obsessive about that stuff. I get going. That the thing for Dr. Von Chilla that we showed this weekend, nut of the day. I did that. I worked on that for like, I think it was 5 hours, and I finally finished that at 20 minutes of 1 in the morning, uh, Saturday morning. Because you just, oh man, oh wait, I want to add this. Oh wait, no, I got to put this in there too. And I love that creative process. Let's see. All right, Jackson Roy Cook, might be why the writers have so much trouble today. No imagination. Yes, yes. I mean, I think you can see that in some of the stuff that they do, where you can see it's easier to, uh, do something with existing people or whatever, instead of create something new. Same thing with TV and movies. They're remaking movies right and left, and it's just like, why do you remake it? Why don't you come up with something new? And it seems like they don't want to. Maybe, I don't know, but that's kind of sad, because a lot of these remakes, they don't pan out. I will admit the sequel, or the remake of Magnificent Seven. Now, I love the original Magnificent Seven. Can't take that away. That's up here, you know, the original Magnificent Seven. But the Magnificent Seven that they did, when was it? Early 2000s or whatever. That was very well done with Chris Pratt and I can't think of his name. Denzel Washington. Hey, you got one. Um, you know, and other characters. The guy who played D'Onofrio there, that played the Kingpin. He was in it. I can't think of the other guys' names now. But anyway, that I really enjoyed that remake, because there are some stuff that they could do now with special effects or whatever, or camera cinematography, whatever you want to call it, that they couldn't do back in the day, obviously. Now, does it replace the original? No way. No way. I'll take, Yul Brenner, Steve McQueen. I'll take them guys all day long, you know. But it was very well done, and I really did enjoy that. I do enjoy that. So again, I digress. Ranger Sly, how you doing? Oh man, missed most of this thing. That's okay. It was we were just hanging out here, and I was just showing some comics here and there. I did show some Western ones, uh, so you'll have to go back and check that out. Some Mighty Marvel Westerns. I showed some of those. But yeah, we just kind of been hanging out, talking about different things, going all over the map here, all over the map. Great to have you with us. Thank you for stopping by. Jackson Roycourt says, "Hey, Ranger." And Ranger Sly says, "I find modern writers are nasty, mostly." Why did I say nasty? Mostly about the shocking value. The shocking value. Okay. Yeah. Kill that character, change the reader's expectations about their longtime favorite characters. Yeah. 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 I understand that. And yes, that has been the case on a lot of stuff. And, you know, the way I look at it, I'm you could get on a soapbox, but what does that do nowadays? It just most of the time it just puts a target on your back. You know, so rather than do that, if it's something I don't like or I don't feel is good for me or that or anything like that, I don't give them my money. They don't get my money, whether it's movies, comics, books, uh, TV shows, whatever. You don't get my money if it's not something I like. Why would I pay for it? That's why I don't go to the movies too often. Those first, I don't know what, 10 years of the Marvel stuff, awesome. I enjoyed pretty much every movie. Every movie. Now, I don't know. I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy. I watched Black Panther. I didn't recognize any of the characters. You know, um, so nah. It's each his own. I mean, there are people who really enjoyed it, and that's fine. Just for me, didn't work for me. So, and if I don't like something, you're not getting my money. Rob Brown says, uh, my fave, Yul Brenner film, Westworld. Oh yes, yes, that was right there with you, right there with you. I remember that movie. That was big. That was big. Playing the gunfighter. That's a great. Now I want to go watch that movie again right now. You know, he scared the crap out of me as a kid. Oh, I loved it. Yep, yep. Did you watch the Westworld series that was on what was it, HBO or something? I can't remember what pay channel it was on, but they did a Westward series, which was pretty interesting. I only got to see the first season, but it was pretty interesting. Jackson Roykirk says, yes, Westworld had me spooked too. There you go. Absolutely. Classic stuff. Classic stuff. But yeah, there's all kinds of great movies like that, I just love that stuff. What time is it anyway? Oh my gosh. Wow. Holy mackerel. You guys hung in there. I'm so thankful you guys hung in there with me. That's awesome. Just hanging around chatting. It's fun. I enjoy it. And I really enjoy doing these live streams. I'm trying to get better at reading things and whatnot. So hopefully we'll just kind of, you guys have been patient and kind enough to overlook these shortcomings. And I appreciate it. Rob Brown says, I watched one episode. Wasn't the Westworld I loved. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, it was a different take on it. But I watched the first season. I didn't mind it so much. I thought it was okay, but it didn't knock my socks off, because otherwise I would have gone back to watch the second season. Or I think they even had 3 seasons, so I don't know. But that original one, Yul Brynner, man, the gunslinger. Great stuff. When he shoots that guy for real, oh my gosh. And, you're like, whoa, no, what just happened? Ranger Sly, Yul Brynner managed to be scary without any line of dialogue. Just that look, that steely-eyed look, man. And we were talking about him in Magnificent Seven. He's talking about how very few sequels, very few remakes are as good as the original. While I like the remake of Magnificent Seven, still, here's the original with Steve McQueen, Yul Brynner, Bronson, whatever, and the other one is really close. It's really close. I really did enjoy it, but it's one of the few times that that's ever happened. So the first season of TV Westworld was good. The second went down the tubes. I left before the end. Well, see, I guess I didn't miss anything then. So yeah, I made it through the first season and I thought it was okay, but no, I just never went back. If it doesn't really grab me, I'll forget about stuff. It's got to really grab me and, oh man, I got to see the next issue or the next episode or whatever, the next remake or whatever, next sequel. Great stuff. Absolutely. So, oh, I don't know, guys. It's almost 7:00. I'm sure you guys probably want to, go do other things. I'll hang out here and chat as long as you want, so I enjoy it. So you just let me know. You let me know. So, I can show some other books. We got some other books in here. What do we got down here? Oh, Ranger Sly. This is perfect since you're right here. Wild Wild West, Gold Key. This is number 5. I used to love this TV show. James West was the man. Back in that mid to late 60s, there were three top guys on TV for us kids. One was James West. Another one was James T. Kirk. And the third one, I just had it and I lost it. What was the third? Oh, third one was Commander Troy from the Rat Patrol, played by Christopher George. I just loved Christopher George as an actor because he always played those cool parts where he was a tough guy. He had a TV series for a short time called The Immortal, which was pretty cool. I remember watching that as a kid, because I liked him so much from the Rat Patrol. Rat Patrol, man. I always wanted one of them hats like Commander Troy with one of the flaps folded up and stuff. Great stuff. Dun, 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 dun. All right. We got Western Team Up number 1, the one and only. So, yeah. Oh, and then we got the run of Ghost Rider. There we go. Ghost Rider. And reprints. Number 2. But these are really cool. Again, I was lucky. Now even these books are going up in price, and I was lucky enough to, again, get, I don't want to be so presumptuous as to say ahead of the curve, but I got them before they really took off. People really began to appreciate them for what they are. This is number 3. Number 4, I like this white cover. That's cool. Stingray. That's not the Stingray I remember from Submariner. Ghost Rider, the Tarantula Strikes Back. And number 6. Wasn't there one more? Let's see. Yes, I thought there was. There we go with number 7. Fun stuff. That's a nice, fun little series to collect. You know, I just like the character. I so wanted for the longest time. I think it's on my rack here somewhere. For the longest time, wanted to get an original Ghost Rider book. Well, Ghost Rider book from, what was it, Magazine Entertainment or something like Enterprises or something like that, ME. So, and I finally did get one. I don't know where it is, but it's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. Yeehaw. But like I discussed, I think last time I did a live stream, a Clubhouse live stream, that I just love Westerns. I watch Westerns every day. Every day. Where was I here? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Sorry, just trying to catch up on the chat. I forgot to mark it the last time I was in it. So, let's see. Oh, Brown, I watched one episode. Yeah. Wasn't the one you love. Yeah. I remember. He's scary. Without a line of dialogue. Absolutely. Ranger Slice says the first season was good. The second one went down the tubes. That's right. Okay. Yeah, there you go. And Maranya says, what about James Arness as Matt Dillon to go with the James theme? I did not know. I did not watch Gunsmoke back in the 60s when I was a kid. I'm trying to think. At that point, the only, I think I watched some, there was the Cisco Kid who used to be on early in the day. If you had a snow day or you stayed home sick from school or something, you could watch the Cisco Kid and Pancho. So it was that. There was obviously Wild Wild West. And my great grandmother used to watch The Big Valley. I would go up and watch The Big Valley with her, and because right after The Big Valley was Batman, so I would watch Big Valley with her, and then she would let me watch Batman. So, but that was about it. The three of them. Now James Arness is Matt Dillon. Now I am watching Gunsmoke every day. Every day, I watch. 25 years. 25 years that was on the air. So there's a lot of episodes I haven't seen yet. And it's funny because some TV channels get certain packages. It might get like the first 10 seasons. Another one might have like season 5 through season 15, type of thing, that type of thing. So I go to different, like I think there's 2 or 3 different channels: Inspiration Network, Me TV, and I think there's another network, might be Stars, Western Network, that they show some of those on. But yes, I'm big fan of James Arness as Matt Dillon. Love Matt Dillon. He's one of those characters, so well written, always knows what to say, always says the right thing, says and does the right thing. He was a good role model. He was a good role model for kids. Absolutely. But Gunsmoke, that was my grandfather's show, man. Monday nights. Don't go and visit him at 8:00 on Monday nights because he'd kick you out. No, he wouldn't kick you out, but he'd just disappear, and all of a sudden you'd find him in front of the TV watching Miss Kitty and James Arnett, Matt Dillon. What about James Arness? Okay, I just read that. Ranger Slice says, oh yeah, Rat Patrol. I loved that show so much as a kid. The TV theme still gives me goosebumps. Yes. Yeah. I don't have it down here. I got it upstairs. Whoops. I got it upstairs, but I do have all the complete Rat Patrol. So it's just one of those things I grew up as a kid. Cowboys, playing army, Rat Patrol, baby, going out. And we had such a big backyard full of woods and everything. Grandfather owned a lot of property back. I mean, it was just awesome. You could pretend you're in the jungle or you could pretend you're in the desert, all kinds of just the imagination could run free. Great stuff. Rob Brown said, never seen that Western team up before. Wow. Yeah, it's a one shot. It was a one shot. So hold on a second. I just got a phone call message, or not a phone call message, a text message. So alrighty. There we go. Sorry about that. They were asking about supper. So let's see. Paulo Costa says, and then there was Darren from Bewitched, who was the complete opposite of a tough guy. Yeah, which Darren? Dick York or Dick Sargent? I guess either one, right? Yeah. So, but with Endora for a mother-in-law, what could you do? That's right. Agnes, what was it? Agnes Moorehead? Was that her name? I believe. So yes, that was I grew up watching that. I can remember watching it. Like you say, like in the summertime. Sometimes it'd be on in the morning. They'd show that and Gilligan's Island or Green Acres. All those shows from the 60s. Rob Brown, what an amazing Ghost Rider. Wow, amazing Ghost Rider. Yeah, those are cool, Rob. They really are. And I believe they're just reprints of stuff that from either the 40s or the 50s, I think it is. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, it's a nice little series that you could get. Like I said, their prices are starting to go up, but you probably wait them out on eBay or whatnot, and you probably be able to get them for a reasonable buck. Ranger Slice says, Paulo Costa, seriously, Endora gave me nightmares as a very young kid. Still love Bewitched, though. Yep. All those shows from the 60s, I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched, Hogan's Heroes, so many great shows. Gilligan's Island, man, Gilligan's Island was a mainstay for me every day at 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock was Uncle Gus. It was a local kids show. And we would watch that. It was filmed about an hour away from us where we lived. Uncle Gus, and he'd show cartoons and have balloon animals and have a Ring-a-Ding the Clown show up there and whatnot. They used to show Dick Tracy cartoons, Popeye cartoons. There was another cartoon that I can't remember off the top of my head, but those were the ones that you usually see. There was just so many great shows back then. I did watch The Rifleman. Yeah, there you go. I did watch The Rifleman then, because The Rifleman came on after Gilligan's Island. Yes, sirree. Great show, man. Man, I can remember what was on when, and what channel and what time they came on, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday. Agnes Moorehead was amazing in Pollyanna as Mrs. Snow. Lots of range in that character. I'm not familiar with Pollyanna or Miss Snow or whatever. I'm not familiar with her. What was Pollyanna? Was that a movie, Maranya? Because I'm not familiar with it, either Pollyanna or the character Miss Snow. I'm curious. Ranger Slice says, agreed with Kirk and Troy as idols, but I wasn't a fan of Wild Wild West. So my third guy would have probably been McGarrett. Was that Hawaii Five-0? Right. There you go. Okay, I know who you're talking about. As played by the cool Jack Lord. That's it. Book him, Dano. Book him, Dano. What do you think of the new? Have you watched the new Hawaii Five-0? My wife wasn't a fan of it. She didn't like it so much. So Ranger Slices, or Solo and Kuryakin from Man from U.N.C.L.E. There you go. Absolutely. I'm trying to think of who else would have been number 4 for us. It might have been the Rifleman for me. I'm trying to think. Wow. Hey, Mr. Eric Breen, the professor. Woo! I thought it was his life alert. Uh-oh. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, yeah, Ranger Fly 11. Shades of last night, Eric, says Jackson Roy Kirk. Ranger Sly says, no, those Ghost Riders were all brand new stories. Were they? I thought they were reprints for some reason. Oh, wow. Thank you for that, because all this time I thought they were reprints. I did. Rob Brown, my favorite cartoon has to be Thunder the Barbarian. See, Thunder Barbarian was a little after. I mean, I still watch the cartoon, so I'm aware of Thunder the Barbarian and all them, because I did watch them and everything. But for me, it was the 66, 67, 68, man, was that Hanna-Barbera superhero stuff. I just was in love with those characters. They just, as a kid, they seemed more serious than any of the other cartoons that I had seen up to that point. And you see stuff like the Looney Tunes and Rough and Ready and other Hanna-Barbera stuff, Magilla Gorilla, Huckleberry Hound, all those type of characters and everything. And so here comes these characters, and it's just like, wow, these guys are serious. They fight for good. They're good guys, teach them bad guys a lesson. Yeah. So it was all about morality play. And for me, in my childhood and the way I was brought up and everything, that was big. Right. Being on the side of justice and whatnot. That was a big thing back in that day. So yeah. Thunder the Barbarian, I know of what you speak, sir. Maranya says, that was a Disney movie. Haley Mills. Oh, Haley Mills. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Was the title character. Mrs. Snow was one of the grumpy characters who became nicer because of Pollyanna. Disney used to do some really great stuff, man. That was appointment television for families. Sunday nights, The Wonderful World of Disney. World of Color. Just after Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. I'll be in here lighting the Coleman stove while Jim's outside wrestling the man-eating alligator. Marlon Perkins. Yes, sir. Jackson, good one, Rob. A lot of greats involved with that. Toth, Kirby, Gerber, Thomas. Absolutely. I like the new Hawaii Five-0. James Caan's son, Scott Caan, played Dano. What I thought sucked as the Magnum PI remake. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. And again, it's like, why are they remaking these great shows? Why do they need to remake them? Come up with a new show. Come on, use some creativity. Come on, people. Ranger Sly says, again, the first season of Hawaii Five-0 was okay, not as good as the original, but they totally lost me with the second season. Yeah, my wife was not a big fan of it. She didn't really care of it the few times that I know she saw it, So, Paulo Costa says, the new 5-0 was pretty good until season 6. Then, it's already had 6 seasons? Wow. Then they fired the actors who played Chin and Kona because they didn't want to pay them more. Totally lost the plot by season 8. They had 8 seasons. Wow. Because to me, that seems like it was just new. I remember seeing the ads for it, and it's like, wow, they've already been around for 8 seasons? wow, time flies when I'm doing other things. I know time flies when I'm down here in the comic room. Yeah, yeah. See, there's another good cartoon right here. Fantastic Voyage. The CMDF, Combined Miniature Defense Force. Another great series. Yes, sirree. And of course, I showed this before. The Hardy Boys, one of the great theme songs of the 70s or 60s. So, oh boy, here come the Hardys. Oh boy, we're having a party. Oh, talk about cartoons. There we go. There we go. Well, I'll put this down here. There we go. Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, they were huge, man. My mother used to take care of some neighborhood kids, two brothers, and they came over. Usually they didn't she didn't have to take care of them on the weekends. But for some reason, she was taking care of them one Saturday morning, and they wanted to watch whatever else was on opposite Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. And I said, no, in this house, it's Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, because they were appointment television for this kid. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay, Holocaust said the new 50 had 10 seasons. Wow. Ended about 3 years. Wow. Oh my gosh, really? Oh man, I can't believe that. Because I know when it came on, because I remember saying, oh, they're remaking Hawaii 50. And they've already they had 10 seasons, and then they ended 3 years ago. So that's 13 years. 13 years that have gone by. Oh my gosh, man. I am old. I'm a dinosaur. Holocaust says even the new Magnum ended last year. I think it had 3 or 4 seasons. See, I don't watch too much modern day television. I'm trying to think the last TV show. I mean, we watch there's some reality show like what's the one on the island there? They're looking for treasure. Curse of Oak Island, because I've been a fan of Oak Island since 75, I think it was. So I remember reading about it in Reader's Digest, and then they did a show on it on that Leonard Nimoy series, In Search of, and I was fascinated by it. So, but I can't think of a regular TV show. I watched a little bit of like The Flash and Arrow, but there were still parts of it that didn't fulfill what I wanted out of their shows, But I still think it was pretty cool to see like the Monitor when they did the Crisis and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. But geez, I can't think of a regular modern show, new show type of thing. I'm usually watching, westerns, old westerns. Watch MASH. We watch MASH every night. There's an hour of MASH on MeTV. We love MASH. I'm trying to think. And other than that, it's usually sports based, either wrestling shows or baseball or NASCAR, maybe, hockey sometimes, but no, I haven't. I can't think of any really good TV. The last appointment television for us, I think, was this is going to date me really bad. Was what's the one with Mulder and I can't think of the characters' names now. X-Files. The X-Files. We were big into the X-Files for much of their run. And then they changed it from Friday nights to Sunday nights. And I had to go to work, so I had to go to bed early. So didn't get to watch it and kind of fell off the X-Files wagon. But I think that's the last show that I remember every week me and my wife would sit down and watch it. Ranger Slide. There were 8 seasons. Wow, I would never have guessed them to hold on for so long. TV is an unjust medium sometimes. He says, while good shows like Firefly get canceled before the end of their first season, and shows that are just meh, go on and on. Now, I heard about Firefly, but I didn't see it. That was like a wasn't that like was that a space space series? Something to do with the space with outer space? Graphic Man, hey Micah, how you doing, man? Great for you to stop in and say hi. What in the Sam Hill are you doing? I had no idea. Yeah, well, just kind of hanging out and chatting with folks. Nothing going on, nothing happening. So just decided to throw up another Clubhouse episode. See if anybody uh, like me was just looking for something to do. So here we are. Glad you joined us, though. Ranger Slices 10 season. Holy mo! That's what I said, man. Yeah, and not only that, 10 seasons, but they stopped 3 years ago. Holy mackerel, that's 13 years. It doesn't seem like it could be that way. There we go, big smiles. I like it. Jackson Roy Kirk. Yeah, Ranger, I'm still bummed that we never got at least 5 seasons of Firefly. I know of it. I've heard of it, but I've never watched the show. Paula Costa said, and since Firefly, Nathan Fillion has been on 2 different series. Nathan Fillion did he do the voice for Green Lantern in one of the animated ones? For some reason, I hear his name connects to Green Lantern somehow. Ranger Sly says, the Jackson Roy Cook. Yes, me too. Great character with so much potential wasted. Jackson Roy Cook. He did well with Castle. I never watched it. That one sounds familiar too. Castle. Castle was fun, but it needed to end before they did. It needed to end before they did. They kind of kept repeating themselves by the last couple of seasons. Yeah, that's tough when some of those shows drag on longer than obviously they have ideas for. I've only experienced that a few times, but I can't even give you an example. But yeah, I'm trying to think of TV shows that I don't watch any network TV shows. I can't stomach those America's Best, whatever I don't know what the singers and stuff like that with they got to pick a coach and stuff like that. I can't they just hold no allure for me, so I can't get into those. I would like, what I'd like to see? I'd like to see, and it's too bad he died while doing this. Robert Urich did a series called Lazarus Man, and it was a Western Civil War era type of thing, just after the Civil War, and it was a great series, man. And unfortunately, he passed away during it, from what I remember. I wish somebody would take that concept and bring it to the small screen again, you know, and do that, because it was such a thing. He was close to death, basically in a grave type of thing, and dug his way out, and uh, somebody came along and got help nurse him back to health and whatnot, and then he was trying to figure out who he was and how he got to where he is, and it was just like a mystery type thing. It was so good, though. It was really so good. I don't know if any of you folks have seen that. So let's see. Jackson Roy says, yep, Fillion did do the voice. Hey, okay. I wasn't imagining things then. He was the vigilante. Oh, yeah, I love the vigilante on the Justice League animated show. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that, but I do remember Vigilante, the character, because I love that character. Thank you for that, Jackson. Maranya says Nathan Fillion is the front runner fan casting for Hal Jordan Green Lantern, but sadly, DC movie casting is stupid. Yes, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Oh, they would just give the fans what they want. Just give the fans what you want, and those fans are going to show up at the box office or tune in to watch it on TV, whatever. But I don't get why go against the grain so much. I don't get that. Don't go against the grain. Give the people what they want, and they'll come. They will come. If you build it, they will come. Great movie. Great movie. Paulo Costa, Law and Order, SVU. All right, I can't. That right there is a show I can't watch. My wife is big. She loves that. I can't watch it, man. It's just too many horrible things happening in that show. And it's just like, no, man. No. I don't want to hear about that happening. I don't want to know that even happens. You know, it's like, some of them give me the heebie-jeebies, All right. Anyway, I cut you off here. Law and Order SVU is on season 21 or 22. Yeah. Yeah. NCIS, I like the original NCIS. We were big watching JAG. Me and my wife, that was appointment television, JAG, and NCIS was born out of JAG. They actually did what do they call it, a backdoor pilot on NCIS, and we watched that, and then NCIS became its own thing. So yeah, I can stomach NCIS, the ones with um, oh man, I can't think of the guy who played the boss. Doggone. Man, my memory is really getting bad because I love that character. Why can't I think of his name? Gibbs, the guy who played Gibbs. Doggone it. But we loved that series. I'm not I've watched a couple of the newer ones with the new boss. Not impressed. Not impressed with it. Ranger Slide. Never heard of Lazarus Man? Never heard of Lazarus Man? A Western series. Whoops. A Western series, you say? I'll have to look this up. Yeah, you can find some episodes on YouTube, I believe. But yeah, it was Robert Urich, Urich, from The Rookies fame when he was in the TV show called The Rookies. But yeah, it takes place shortly after the Civil War, I believe, or during the Civil War, because he was in the Civil War. It plays into some of the episodes. Very, very well written series, I thought, and of course, well acted. And it's a Western, so all right, you already got me. Maranya says fans who want Nathan to play Wonder Man. Oh, they also want him to play Wonder Man, but the MCU is also stupid. Wow. I want the red safari jacket costume era. Okay, I know which one you're talking about for Wonder Man. Don't listen to Eric. This is the best Wonder Man costume. What? Not the red, green, black one? Not into that one? Who I think he borrowed that from 3D Man. That's what I thought, and did some alterations. But that could just be me being off my rocker again. Maranya says, Mark Harmon. There you go, Mark Harmon. Thank you very much. Yes, I like Mark Harmon. He plays a cool character. Jackson Roykirk laughing. I don't Wonder Man has ever had a good costume. I'd rather see Fillion as GL rather than Wonder Man. Graphic Man says, speaking of Green Lantern, I will be portraying him in less than an hour. Oh, cool. Excellent. What are you going to be, where are you going to be reading? Where are you going to be reading, Micah? Ranger Man says, Ranger Man. Sorry, man. Ranger Sly says, NCIS is another show. Is another show. Mark Harmon played the best character of his career with Gibbs. Yes. That was good, but outlasted its welcome for me. I left after the 6th or 7th season. Yeah, well, I could understand. I could understand that. I liked the character, and I liked Harmon. The last time I had, prior to NCIS, the last time I had thought about Harmon was Presidio, the movie The Presidio with Sean Connery, and I thought he played a good character in there. But I did not like he did a summer funny movie, something where he's supposed to be a cool teacher or something. I just did not get into that. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was really stupid. Jackson Roy Kirk. Oh, now I'm going to have to watch G-Man. There you go. Where? Geeky Puppet Show. Okay. Yes, I believe I have that, right? I think Maranya gave me the stuff for that. 8:15 and 9:30, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm right. Maranya says the readings will be on the Geeky Puppet Show channel. Okay. Awesome. I prefer NCIS, says Paulo. LA to NCIS. Oh, I see. NCIS LA. Yeah, I watched that and I enjoyed it for what it was. I liked oh, I can't think of the character's name. He was the one who liked cars. Oh, I can't think of his name. I don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I still would lean towards the original NCIS, probably just because it was the original one. But yes, my wife really liked the LA one. The what's the other one they did from where was it? Um, with the Cajun thing. Um, St. Louis? For some reason that's what, but that one there, that was okay too. I like the guy who came from what's the TV show where he was jumping back in time and jumping into people's bodies. Wow, my memory is horrible. Anyway, all right, NTIS. Robin from Joel Schumacher's Batman and LL Cool J. Jeez, I thought it just read on it. Would it give me the name of the character I like? I like Cool J's character on it. But even that jumped the shark after season 11. Wow, they did it 11 seasons. Wow. It's finally getting canceled with season 14. Wow. Oh, my wife will be heartbroken. Paulo Costa says NCIS, New Orleans. There you go. New Orleans. Thank you. With Scott Bakula. That's right. It's come and gone after 4 seasons. There's a new NCIS Hawaii on season 2, but it's so bland. They need The Rock. They need Dwayne Johnson be on there. That'll liven it up. You'd be throwing people through, steel walls and stuff, Maranya says, yes, 8:15 and 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for the JLA readings. I'll be voicing characters in both. I got it. Right here. It's right on my little notepad. So we'll be tuning in. What time is it? It's 7:30 already. I'm doing a marathon show here. Holy mackerel. Thank you all for hanging out. I love it. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I do. It's great to just hang out and chat with folks. Graphic Man, Michael, what do you say? These shows are interesting, but I could change the channel and just watch Dragnet, Adam 12, and be very happy. Yeah. I was talking earlier about Me TV. We watched Adam 12, an hour of Adam 12 every night. I haven't seen Dragnet in a long time. That Dragnet is so funny when you watch it now because they're just so dry, and everything. They were dry then, but you just felt it was different. It was different. You accepted it. Now you look at it and it's like, wow, they're really dry. The Adam 12, yeah, we watch Adam 12 Monday through Friday. It's on from 6 o'clock. No, from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Me TV up here. Maranya says, Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula. There you go. Exactly. Eric Bean. The professor. Sorry, Eric. How does one know that their memory is horrible? Well, when I can't remember TV shows and stuff, that's pretty bad. I know for me, especially shows that I've really watched. Oh man, because it's gotten bad. So, but it's weird though, the things that you can remember and keep in your head, hey, I can remember this character, or play this character on this one, or I can tell you what night of the week such and such show was on, what time it was on, we used to have the Marvel superheroes around here. It used to be on at 7:30 at night on channel 13. which is an hour away from me. The thing, I can remember that stuff, but man, lately it's trying to remember Gibbs, Harmon. See, I want to say Harmon Rab. See, and now I've lost it again. Now it's gone. Marble goes right down the hole. Gone. Doggone. Now I want to go back. What was his name? Mark Harmon. There you go. Mark Harmon. Thank you once again. Where am I? Okay. Jackson Roykirk says, figures the New Orleans show wouldn't last. We can't keep anything for long. Heck, I didn't watch it. It's too unreal. They actually caught the bad guys. Oh, sometimes, when you see these crime shows and they just kind of wrap things up too neatly in the last 2 minutes of the show. It's just like, come on. Michael Taylor, hey, welcome aboard, Michael. How you doing? Doing all right? Just hanging out, chatting with everybody on a Sunday night. Not quite ready to say goodbye to the weekend yet. And Eric Breen says, you want to read with us, Rod? Oh, no, I'm not. I don't think I'd be. You see how much fun I'm having trying to read chat? You want me to try and read something else? What are you, crazy? I'd drag that thing right down. No. I will be more than happy to just participate and clap in the audience. Maybe someday in the future. But right now, I got to get my eyes fixed before I can do any quality reading. But thank you for the offer, Mr. Breen. I appreciate that. Michael Taylor says, when did you start? Well, I actually started at like 4:30. So this is like a marathon for me. So it's like, but I've enjoyed it. It goes by so doggone quick. When I look, it's like another hour's gone by. It's like, wow. I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, it's just me and the best cheese popcorn in the world from Palo Popcorn. Palo. I love cheese popcorn. Been eating it since I was a kid, where you can find it. Used to be made by Humpty Dumpty Potato Factory up here in the New England area. It was very good, but then they closed up shop and they don't make that anymore. And so I searched. Just found this popcorn about 3 days ago. You all missed that, me going over that earlier in the broadcast. But yes, sir, this cheese popcorn is the best cheese popcorn I've ever had. Doesn't get on your fingers. And leave all kind of, cheesy stuff on your fingers, so, but yeah, it's been a while, but it's been fun. Jack and Roykirk, whoa, we just hit the 3-hour mark. Yes, sir, Rebub. That's a new record for me. I'm loving it. Graphic Man, Micah says, what was the Silver Age book you got? Oh, I'll show you right here. There were like 3 early Flash books that I needed to get, that have to do with like the multiverse, Earth 2 type of thing, with JSA or Jay Garrick. And this is 137. This is the one I got. Let me just take your words down there for a second. So yeah, I got this off of the I Love Comics auctions, Ingleton. It was awesome. It was just too good a deal to pass up. It's one of those books, one of those 3 books. I told the story earlier. I was laying in bed with my wife. I'm on the laptop. I got the laptop on my chest. She's trying to sleep. And I'm like, oh, I need that book. I want that book. And she goes, well, okay. And it's just like, ooh, before she could change her mind, man, I hit that button and in the chat and said, yes, I'll take that. So I love the auctions. I'm telling you, you can get some really good deals there on some really great books. So if you get a chance, check it out. Absolutely. I love comics. I think Maranya said they were, did you say Saturday night at 9 o'clock? No, nine o'clock was when the big dog books were. So I would say probably about 8 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Maranya can correct me, I'm sure. So let's see here. Okay, so there you go, Micah. That was that book. Yeah, I've been wanting to get that book in my collection for a while. So it was really, really cool to get it. So I'll bring it to the fossils show on Wednesday. So Michael Taylor says, I just got home. Oh, you been traveling or working? Mm, Eric Breen says, we zoom the panels in. I'm blind and I can see them. Oh man, I bet. I bet. No, I've watched him. It's hard for me to see him. So I want to get my eyes up, but if they get fix my eyes, man, I'll be on. I'll be on. I'll come join you for one. I don't know what character you got to. I'm gonna do the Hulk. That's what I want. I want to do the Hulk. So Paul Acosta says, "Careful not to waste all your StreamYard." Yeah, that's what I've been watching. Yeah, you only had 20 hours, right, in a free account, and your regular shows with Shannon, a little over 2. Yep. So I was figuring that out last night. As a matter of fact, figuring there's usually 4 Saturdays in a month. Once in a while there'll be 5, but there's usually 4 Saturdays. So that's 8, and then 2 hours on last week. I did a live stream, Clubhouse live stream, and then this one here is 3, so that's 5. So yeah, I think I'm still well within it, but I'll be keeping a tight eye on it though for the next one. So yes, thank you for pointing that out. You are correct, but I am very mindful of it. You're right. Mike Taylor says, cool flashbook. Thank you, Michael. Yes, sir. I'm very glad, very happy to get that one. That's one of those, while not a grail, it is a well, it was perfectly named, a big dog book. It was a big dog book for me. You're right. It was really cool. I really wanted that, and to see that come up on there, and the price that he was asking for, man, that was a no brainer. That was a no brainer. I mean, because that's cool. That's history, Silver Age history, right there. You know, and I'm avoiding the word key book. But it is an important one. So I'm psyched to have that. So happy. Micah says Paul Acosta Rod would have to do this about 3 times a week to really get close to the limit. He'll be fine. Yeah. Exactly. Maranya, 9:30 for the big dogs. Yes, sir. 8 p.m. for the start of the auction itself. Thank you once again, Maranya. Thought I had it right. Just wanted to make sure. So yes, if you haven't checked them out, and if you're looking to buy comics, man, check out the auction because they do have some cool stuff, and they have some stuff that you don't usually see too. I've noticed. And he tries to put together nice runs of series and stuff. So you could pick up, 5, 6, 7 books on a series that you might be interested in. So definitely got to check it out. So. And Ranger Sly says, very cool, Flash. Thank you, sir. Those were the days back when the team ups were something special. Yes, especially when a Silver Age hero met a Golden Age hero. Yes, yeah. I mean, I noticed that more with Marvel stuff from the 60s because I remember, see, it was a big deal when Submariner, showed up in Hulk, or it was a big deal when Daredevil showed up in Spider-Man. It was a big thing, but now there's been so many crossovers and there's a big event every other day, so it's kind of taken the magic out of it for me, you know. So I agree with you. Traveling. Oh, well, nice that you made it home safe, sir. We'll like to hear that. Now you get to relax. Eric Breen says, if you do the Hulk, you have to do him as Hulk Hogan. Oh, come on. I was thinking Dusty Rhodes. I don't know if I do a good Hulk Hogan, brother. I mean, I could try, but I do a much better Dusty Rhodes, don't you know? The bull of the woods, the son of a plumber, riding that lightning bolt across America. And you can hear the computers turning off. Brother, there you go, Jackson. You got it, brother. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. Dr. Monchilla, hizzle, shizzle, rizzle. I was on this stream hours ago, and you're still going. Laugh out loud. Head upstairs for bed now. See you Saturday morning. Well, Dr. Vonchilla, you have a great evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Always love hanging out with you. You are one of the pantheon, as I said before. So thank you once again. Have a great night, John. All right. Michael Taylor says, is the clubhouse going to be weekly? I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. I miss doing videos, but I'm lazy about doing videos. And I figured out after dawn breaks on Marblehead, as we say up here in the north, that, hey, if I do a live stream, I don't have to do all the editing that I do for a regular video, because I'm kind of like a perfectionist and some kind of obsessive person who I like to put in a fancy little intro type of thing, like to make it like a show, and doing this world building for WSAN TV network that I created. I love doing that. It's all part of that creative process that I love doing it. So I've got so much stuff that I can't wait to show you guys, whether it be on Shannon and I's show, or whether it's this one, or whether I create another one. Thinking about doing wrestling one, I've already worked on some stuff with that. So I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do. I just like the idea of creating appointment YouTube thing, so people would love to, just come, stop by, watch, or whatever. That's why Shannon and I have so much fun on Saturday mornings. Is we just want to have fun and just talk comics, or whatever else is going on. And you guys in the chat, the Peanut Gallery, you make it so much fun. And we're not just saying that. I don't just say that, man. I'm serious. You guys make it so much fun. Just doing this, chatting with you guys, I'm having a ball. I mean, I look at the clock and wow, the time goes flying by. Why? Because I'm having fun. And I hope you guys are too, because I really enjoy it. Love to hear what's on your mind. Love to, get feedback. I love to know what you're reading, what you like, what TV shows you like, what cartoons you like, what toys you like, all that stuff. Love that stuff. Love it. So thank you all very much. You make this so much fun. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. All right. Michael Taylor, Doc, are you looking forward to the Flash movie? I do want to see it. I know there's all kinds of people are unhappy about it, but I want to see it. And then I'll decide whether I like it or not. I know it's got the Flashpoint thing. It's basically the Flashpoint movie and whatnot. Yeah, it's cool to see the other Batmans. But to be honest with you, I'd want to see, some of the other doppelgangers. I want to see the evil Aquaman, or some of the other characters from it and stuff like that. Um, it's like the Black Adam movie. I loved the Black Adam movie. I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it for what it was. I really enjoyed it. And I love The Rock. I think I think he does a good job. Is he going to win an Academy Award? I don't know, maybe someday, but I'm not looking for an Academy Award performance. I wanted him to be a tough bad guy. And what did he play? A tough freaking bad guy. Good. That's what I wanted. Thank you very much, sir. But I wanted to see more of the JSA. Hawkman was cool. Atom Smasher was cool. Dr. Fate, uber cool, as Dr. Von Chilla would say. I wasn't a fan of Cyclone. I didn't really know that much about the character. Atom Smasher, yeah, I like the fact that the whole CGI where he grows and stuff like that. That's cool. But I wanted to see Jay Garrick. I wanted to see Thunderbolt. I wanted to see Doc Midnight. Uh, you know, I want to see all those characters. And I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to see more of the JSA. But yes, I do want to see the Flash movie. I'm looking forward to it. Good, Dusty Rhodes. Oh, thanks, Michael. Dusty was just he's just one of those unmistakable characters and with an unmistakable voice. And just taking care of business, baby. You want to take care of business, riding that lightning boat across America. The American dream, Dusty Rhodes. Taking care of business. Graphic Man, if we still had answering machines, I would ask Ron to imitate Dusty for my outgoing messages. We have a landline still here at our house, and we have it set up for an answering machine. And I've thought about doing that. I've thought about putting different voices on there. I do. Well, hello. Who would you like to talk to? Droopy Dog. Or what's the other one there? Oh, I can't. I had his name. Deputy Dog. Deputy Dog. What you say, I do not know. So let's get on with the show. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. Michael Taylor says, I missed the first episode of the Clubhouse. Didn't know you were on that day. I'm sorry. I did I put out a notification? I can't remember if I did, Michael. I think I might have just been trying to just wing it and just see what happened. Just pretty much what I did today. I do have an intro that I play, but I can't remember if I put a notification out on that or not. But yeah, it's the Clubhouse is basically just replacing my old videos, my old style of doing videos. Trying to spruce it up a little bit, make it a little more entertaining. I don't know, just having fun. It's basically, if I feel like it's something I want to do, I kind of throw it in there, like making these little video shorts of, TV series that I'd like to see, like The Spectre or Dead Man, stuff like doing little videos like that. It takes, probably about 2 or 3 hours. You can get one done, and I just like doing that. So the world building, that WSAN, which stands for the Silver Age Network, in case anybody wondered, it was WSAN TV channel 75. 75, just above the police call scan. Stacks of Wax, Mountains of Sound's going to play them off of you right now. That's the old George Carlin routine. Yeah, well, thank you, Rod. A great surprise for Sunday afternoon. I've got to get to some dinner and get ready for the work week. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Have a great week, everyone, he says. And you have a great week as well, Jackson. I'm sure we'll see you somewhere in one chat somewhere soon. Right? You take care. Have a great week. All right. Easy Read Comic Reader says, what is it? I just want to read this right. American Dream. That's the Rose. There you go. American Dream. That's right. There's no A in that. That's right. American Dream. That's the Rose. Dusty Rhodes, king of the bull of the woods. Oh, I love Dusty. He was a true superstar. He really was, man. I mean, you know, people used to, deride him about being in the shape that he was in, but I don't care. He had every. I don't care if he was 300 pounds. Every inch of the 300 pounds was filled with charisma, man. He was a tremendous, tremendous character, tremendous wrestler. Graphic Man says that was fun when you and got removed from YouTube for knowing wrestling videos. That's right. That's right. When you and I did that thing and got kicked off of YouTube for that. It's just like, come on, man. Who cares? It was the free birds. Come on. Absolutely. You and I, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Michael Taylor says, your show your show is just as important to me. I look forward to the show every Saturday. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate that. I really do. And so does Shannon. We look forward to it. We have phone calls during the week, and it's really the Saturday morning show is just an extension of those phone calls. Just talking characters. Doing this past week, where we were showing our own doodles and sketches and whatnot. I would have never thought anybody would have cared to see that, you know. What we talked about it and said, well, let's just throw it up there and let's see what happens. And everybody was so nice, and had wonderful things to say, and we greatly appreciate that. And then when we asked about, well, we got enough to do another show. You guys interested? And everybody said yeah. And it's like, wow, man, that's cool. That is really cool. So we really appreciate it. It's just fun. We just love sharing what we do, what we have, what we're thinking, with everybody. And you guys never disappoint. You guys always hold up your end every bit. So thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate that. Even though I don't like the actor, I'm interested in seeing the Flash movie. Yeah, he would not have been my first choice for Flash, especially Barry Allen Flash, you know. So I don't know. I would have liked to have seen Sting back in his heyday, the wrestler Sting, not the singer Sting, the wrestler Sting, do play Barry Allen and Flash in back in the movie. Because he used to have bleach blonde and a crew cut, just like Barry Allen had. Of course, he had face paint too, but that's okay. Flash could learn how to give a suplex. There you go. Paulo Costa says, believe it or not, Rod isn't at home. Just leave a message at the beep. There you go. There you go. I did one once. I did that old gimmick about hello? Hello? Hey, speak up, will you? I can't hear you. I did one of those once. Oh, man. Some of the reactions I had on tape, oh, my gosh. It was so funny. Oh, my goodness. But then, of course, you got people who get really ugly and testy about it. Okay, well, maybe we won't do that too often. But it was fun. I can do Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, this American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I want you to know he ain't here. He's out taking care of business. Paulo Costa, and I have to go too. It's almost 1 a.m. Oh my gosh, Paulo, thanks for hanging out with us. I mean, that's awesome. Sorry it's so late. I have to get up in 6 hours. Ooh. Good luck, Paulo. Have a great night. Take care. We'll be seeing you. And Easy Comic Reader says, later, Jackson. Yes, sirree. And Michael Taylor says, have you seen Superman and Lois TV show? I'm enjoying it. No, I have not seen that show. I've heard good things about it, though. I've heard a lot of good things, but it's one of those things that it's not on my radar. So, and I never think about it. So I don't search it out. I'm kind of a creature of habit. You get settled into a routine, and I watch this and this and this and this, and then, but no, what channel is it on, and when is it on? if you don't mind. Somebody, anybody, Michael, anybody, Bueller. Easy Comic Reader says, Doc, you do some great voices. Well, thank you. I'm not going to win no prizes, but it's fun to do. So thank you very much for that. Michael Taylor says, fantastic art from you guys. Thank you very much. And I mean, you look at Shannon stuff. I mean, I know where I stand. I'm a realist. Shannon stuff, man, it is incredible. Some of the stuff you'll get to see it. Some of the stuff that I've seen that he unbelievable, man. He's got mad skills. He really does. And it's so much fun to see him. We want to do a thing where we kind of team up some of my characters that I've created with some of his, and maybe make like a little poster, and maybe even get some printed up. That's, I mean, we're just spitballing ideas, and so we're thinking, that would be cool. If nothing else, I'd like to have one with it would be cool. It'd be like Marvel and DC teaming up type of thing. So yeah, thank you very much, Michael. We really appreciate it. Graphic Man says, looking forward to catching up with you before the Fossil Show starts. Going to go and get ready for my reading. Yes, thank you very much, Micah, and we will be seeing you. I'll be listening to you shortly, and then, yes, I'll be seeing you on Wednesday night for the Fossil Show. Been a while since I've been on. Looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll have some other stuff to show. So we will see you then. Micah, thank you very much for hanging out with me, man. Appreciate it. Take care. Good luck tonight. Michael Taylor says Tuesday at 8 p.m. on WB. I'm writing that down on my little pad right here, because if I don't, it'll go one ear and out the other. So that's Soups and Lois, and it is Tuesday at 8 p.m. on the WB. I'll probably wind up DVRing it. Tuesday night is usually WWE NXT night. They have a 2-hour wrestling show that starts at 8 o'clock. So I'll be putting that on the DVR so I can watch it. So thank you very much for that information, Michael. I appreciate it. I'm interested to see it because I've heard a lot of really good things. Lady M, time for me to warm up my voice for the readings as well. Take care, Rod, and all of the Rogues Gallery in attendance today. Thank you very much, Maranya. Always a pleasure to chat with you. So glad that you spent some time and hang out with us over here. Appreciate it. And I'll be listening in on you guys. We'll probably be getting off here any minute now. So thank you once again. Take care. Good luck with your reading. All right. Easy Comic Reader says, bye, Maranya. And Michael Taylor says, I'm enjoying it, Doc. Yeah, I really have. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Whereas not a lot of good things on a lot of the other WB stuff. But yes, I've got it written down now, and it'll be going upstairs with me. So, and speaking of going upstairs, I was just notified that my wife and my daughter have brought back pizza for supper. Yum, yum. So, unfortunately, I've got to call it into this thing. I love doing it, man. I really love doing it. I'd stay on all night if I could. You'd have me on there sleeping. Look at Silver Age. He's taking a snooze. So, but all right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night, call it a weekend, and go grab some grub with the missus and my daughter. And you guys all enjoy the rest of your weekend, what little is left. If you ain't doing anything, I highly suggest you going over to watch Maranya and Micah, Graphic Man, and Eric Breen do the readings. They're at 8:15 over there on the Geeky Puppet channel. So go check them out. Give them some support. They're always a blast listening to them. They're crazy. So, all right. So you guys take care. We'll go look one last time. Michael says, "Well, I'm glad I caught the show. Enjoy the pizza. Thank you. I love pizza. Pizza is food of the gods, man. I can't get enough pizza. Stuck on an island. Just give me pizza. Easy cup." Rita says, "Excuse me. Take care, Doc. Enjoyed it as always. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really do mean it. I mean, you guys are awesome." Eric Green, good night, kids. There you go. That says it all. When he says good night, kids, it means time to go. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time here on the Clubhouse. And if we don't see you before on the Saturday show, uh, we should see you before on the Saturday show. Feel free, tune in to the Fossil Show this Wednesday night. I'm going to be putting in an appearance there, sharing some of my what I got here, and so I'll be bringing this one with me, bringing the big dog. So, all right, guys, take care. Thanks again, and really appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great week. We will all be in touch somewhere down the road. So right now, it's time for me to go. I gotta go take care of business. Gotta shove some pizza in my face. Yeah.